different. Like it like loaded Avernus or actually it loaded our Extra Life Game Day one.
All right, Nina. I think you're gonna have to play Mike's. What was he? What was Mike? Matt.
A ranger?
Ranger.
No, artificer.
Artificer. Yep, you're gonna have to be an artist for Nina. Get ready, because we're
Switching here. All right, we're gonna go live. 3, 2,
What?
1. Hello out there, and welcome to Menace under Otari with the Otari 2600s. Say hello, everyone.
hello, everyone.
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 I apologize for the slight technical issues if you are watching us live. My stream deck was unsynced, but if you aren't watching us live, you have no idea what I'm talking about, so don't worry about it. We're excited because tonight's our last episode of this. You know, we committed to trying this out. When I hit everyone up, I was like, hey guys, let's try a new system. Can you guys spare like 2, maybe 3 nights? Right? And here we are 5 nights later, and we're rushing to finish. But in a good way, because everyone's really enjoying the system, right, guys? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I know I'm enjoying it.
Definitely. Something new.
I'm gonna mirror what I said last session and say I'm excited for when we can just do what we're doing tonight, which is just get through the well, what did you call it? The introduction? No. The tutorial. We're get through the tutorial and we're just get into the meat of it and just play through.
Right. It's like when you play Cyberpunk and you're playing for like 2.5 hours and then the tutorial intro's done.
Yeah,
you forgot you were playing the tutorial that whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly, but that's kind of how the game felt.
Late title card.
Yeah, exactly. Like, wait, that's the title card? I've been playing for 4 hours. But yeah, so our plan is to finish. And so in order to do that, we're going to need to be very efficient tonight. And so the good news is we've gotten through all the quote unquote tutorial stuff. There's not going to be like, here's a tutorial on persistent damage or like sneak attacks or hiding. We kind of all know the basis of the system. And now we're just going to, carry it through to the end of the adventure. So real quick, I am DM Steve. You can follow me on Twitter at Steve the DM. We have been playing our 5th episode, and we're having a blast. And so let's just do a real quick around the screen, and then everyone can introduce themselves. So Jordan, why don't you tell us your name or your character, who you're playing, etc., etc.
I'm Jordan, and I'm playing Cairo. He's a priest of Sarenrae, a cleric, warden, and he's here to eat fish, protect fish, kill anything that's threatening his fish, and keep his companions alive as they make money underneath the city.
Very cool. Brianna, why don't you follow up?
Hi, I'm Brianna. I play Ezrin. Ezrin is a human wizard that is just looking to survive at this point.
Good noble goals. All right, Rick.
I'm Rick. Hey, everybody. I'm Rick. I'm playing Halresian, the Whisper Elf Rogue.
Straight into the point. I like it.
He's here to
All right,
steal
Nina.
rings.
Oh, that's true. You are the thief.
My name is Nina. I play Valerie, a wandering fighter, and who stumbled upon these lovely adventures, and now we're taking down this dungeon full of kobolds.
That is true. So in our last session, you guys. Oh, also before I forget, Rick is also streaming and has his own YouTube channel. So if you're on this channel, or if you're on DMC's channel, you're watching the DM's view. If you want to watch a player view, you can go over to Rick's channel and see it there, or on YouTube as well, which is it Hallowed RPG on YouTube as well? No, or just Hallowed?
The Hallowed.
The Hallowed Hunt. That is correct. That is perfect. Okay, so without any further ado, because we have to do in a little bit, let's jump in to this cliffhanger, because when we last left off, you guys were entering a cave with a disgusting foul stench where you were met with a group of surprise Zolgaths, aka troglodytes, and we rolled initiative last time and we had to sit on it, and it's been 2 weeks of just waiting to find out what happens. So I'm excited to find out what it is that's going to happen. So, per our initiatives, the first person is the last person in the hallway, Cairo.
Cairo is gonna tap Ezra on the shoulder. Pardon me, my dear. Let me just get past you real quick. Oh, hello. Valerie, I think we all hear what's about to happen up front. And please hold your sword up a second.
I hold it up.
And I cast magic weapon, which doubles your number of dice, and you're good to go. So that was my movement and my action, and that's my turn.
So the best thing to do on that is probably just to edit the item directly. Is that what we figured out last time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget to update it in the weapon damage and the crit damage, because
Oh, okay.
it rolls them separately.
Got
Okay.
it. Oh, wow.
And that brings us to Halrizian.
All right.
So as you're standing here, Hal, and you see these things starting to like to move, you're coming into this cave, and you are hit with like a disgusting wall of stench that literally makes you sick to your stomach. Can you make a Fortitude saving throw?
I'm great at those. Not really.
We're gonna find out.
You got this.
Fortitude.
Damn.
23. Yeah, no problem. That is a success. So you are immune to the stench for 1 minute.
Awesome. I would like to make a stride action.
Okay.
Up to this guy.
Yep. He's still prone, and he's like he's definitely flat-footed because he's like scrambling to get up, and you're faster than.
Okay.
Not prone, but he's sitting, but it's
Yeah.
a flat-footed condition, I believe.
All right. I will use my second action to make a short sword attack.
Okay.
On guard, you dirty dog. That's a 15.
15. Let me do this. So because he is flat-footed to your attack, that is enough to hit.
All right. That's 9 piercing, and then I get sneak attack.
You do.
1d6. I'm clicking on all this stuff. 5 piercing.
5 more. All right, that's a lot of damage. He's not dead, but like he is quite hurt.
And then I would like to use my stride action with mobility and move up to half my speed away and not trigger an opportunity attack.
Perfect.
5, 10, 15.
That mobility coming in useful. The hit and run tactics.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. The Zolgaths do get to go next. So this one here is going to spend 1. Let me just double check this, because I believe it's they're caught like surprise. So it takes an action to stand, and it takes them an action to draw their club. So it's 2 actions just to do that. And so his third action is going to be to like basically kind of rush forward into the space and get right in your guys' face. But he has no more actions to actually attack with. So that's him. This one here is going to do the same. This one that you actually stabbed and ran, he stands, but instead of drawing his club, he draws out a javelin he has, and he's going to chuck the javelin at you, Hal. So he throws a 19.
I imagine that's going to hit me. 19. Yep, my AC is 19.
Okay, then that is 6 piercing damage you take.
All right.
And then the last one draws the club and rushes forward as well. So one stays back with the throwing the javelin. The others all rush up. But that's all. Let's see. So that's stand, draw, throw. Yeah, that's 3 actions from each. That's their turn. Ezrin. Are you muted? Yeah, I see you muted, Brianna.
I see you pinging, but muted.
I'm throwing a ray of frost onto
Got
this
it.
guy right here.
All right, the one in the back.
Yep.
Go for it. He gets a +1 circumstance bonus for being behind the targets, but
Well, 23.
it doesn't matter. Yeah, you hit him for 6 cold damage, and then is there a
It's not a
oh
critical success, so no.
just take normal damage? Okay.
And that's it. I'm not gonna move.
No moving, just staying there. Okay. Valerie.
All right, so it's very tricky. For my free action, I'll look at Hal and tell him, you're in a very precarious situation. You might want to stand behind me a little bit. Could I reach this person right here?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit him with my long sword. I'm sorry, my character sheet has been lagging on me.
Okay.
I'm hoping that this works.
Might be roll 20 tonight.
Definitely possible.
Ouch.
Oof. All right.
I mean, it rolled 2d8. It's just
Yeah, did
yeah,
the
so
+1 pop up? Because I put the 1. Let me see.
it's doing 2d8
Yeah.
ability, 2d8 plus
One
4
modifier.
plus 1.
Okay. Sorry, my
What
bad.
was the +1 from?
From the buff. So that's the +1. It's okay because it was still a 13.
Yeah, it's
Instead of a
unfortunately
12, that should have been a 13.
yeah, unfortunately it missed.
Okay. Ooh, boy, I'm really lagging. All right, so I'm gonna do my second attack.
Okay.
With my long sword. Oh, balls! Roll 20.
That
Get your
is
shit together.
I know, right? It's lagging
It's
that hard,
really
huh?
freezing. Boop.
You and Brianna both are having roll 20 issues tonight.
All right, I'll just randomly roll it. And so D20.
It'd be like a d20
Plus
plus
5.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, +5 total.
Because
Like,
well, plus
plus
6.
10 minus 5, right? Or yeah,
Yeah,
plus-
so it'd be
plus
plus
6.
6
If
because of the +1 bonus.
if it lets me roll.
Yeah,
That's
I think
not
it's roll
working either.
20.
Oh. Could I? Well, I would do
Here.
like an
So, I
actual
think
dice.
There it goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can click your
17.
character for you.
17.
17 is enough to hit.
All right. Perfect. I still don't.
So that's
see my
what
dice roll.
2d8 plus
Yeah,
4.
2d8 plus 4.
Yep.
2d8 plus 4.
I'm sorry, Steve. It's really not moving for me right now.
Try reloading the window.
Yeah, maybe. I rolled it and Brianna rolled it, but I rolled
Good
higher,
luck.
so and mine came on my screen. Mine came through first. I don't know about on your screen.
I think we hit
Alright.
at the same time and yours went through a little faster.
Yeah, so 12 points of damage.
All right,
Still
Nice.
up, but that's a lot of damage.
All right, for my third action, I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
Hmm.
also I forgot to do this, but at the start of your turn, the stench is overwhelming. Can you make a Fortitude save? And I can roll it for you if your character sheet's
Okay.
not working.
Yes, please.
21. And yeah, so you're also immune to the effects of the stink.
All right, perfect.
All right, raising the shield, Cairo, top of the
Time to
round.
fail. Fortitude save, right?
Yes, you are now within close enough to them that you also need to make the Fortitude save.
Never mind. 22.
Yeah, you're immune as well.
Okay. This is tricky. May I wedge myself into this area?
You can, yeah.
Because otherwise, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, I think you can wedge yourself in there.
Yeah, I don't. Offensively, I don't really have a lot I can do. Oh, I have chill touch.
Is it the same as 5e where it's not a chill or a touch?
It's siphoning negative energy into myself.
Hmm.
Oh, but it's touch only. It's actually touch. It's not ranged.
It is touch, okay.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, you can wedge
Okay.
yourself into that space and do
Okay, then what I'm gonna do, this is might be bad.
it.
I go, pardon me.
Okay. Ooh.
I need is there a save for this? No, there's no save for this.
No, it is. It's a basic saving throw, DC 14.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh yeah,
if
there
you're
it is.
gonna hit all three Zulgas and Hal.
I'm gonna try not to hit Hal. So if I can't hit the one in front of Hal, then I'll just hit the two in front of me.
I wonder how Pathfinder. I think like because it usually cones go out one square and then the next one will go out more. You could either hit. You could definitely hit like the two in front of you without hitting Hal. I think this one, and then if you want, you could hit that one, but you'd also clip Hal, and Hal can take a circumstance bonus to a save, I suppose.
There's actually a diagram. Oh yeah, here it is. Cone. If I do a 15 cone straight ahead, yeah, no, it won't hit him. Look at playing the game, and then scroll down 3/4.
Oh, you mean like in roll 20, huh?
Yeah, in roll 20, playing the game, and then there's a bunch of different. They show you how to do stuff on a grid, and in 15-foot cone, it's not hitting him.
15-foot cone.
That because it goes one
Yeah,
square,
I see it,
and then
right?
3
The
squares,
50
and then 5 squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if I'll draw it just so you guys can see like how they are doing it, but like for their like cone, it kind of goes like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
That's how Pathfinder treats like a 15-foot cone per their rules that they gave us. So absolutely, that just hits all three of them.
Yep. So yep.
See,
just a
rules
save.
learning pays off.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I'll do this guy's save first. This is a reflex save, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a basic reflex save. So, where? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's a 9, which is a fail. So he takes
8.
So that's this guy here, still alive. Next one back, 17 is a success, so that's half damage.
4.
For 4. And then the last one in the back corner gets a 21, so he also takes half damage. Yeah, it's not a critical success.
Unfortunately, that was movement and actions, so I am stuck there.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's my turn.
Perfect. All right, Hal.
All right, I'm going to make my first attack on this guy next to me in Cairo.
Yep, go ahead.
Short sword attack. That is a natural 1.
Oh,
That misses.
rough.
Natural 1. We need to get like buttons that do natural 1.
Yep.
Or critical fail.
Sorry, we're getting it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
We
take
are.
my second attack at the same guy.
Go for it. I blame the stench.
Not much
12
better.
is not enough to hit.
And then I will use my mobility to move away 15 feet to right
Yep.
there.
You slip away without provoking any sort of opportunity attack.
That's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, so this one here right next to you, Cairo, is going to go. They are going to do a club attack with their first action.
So
It's a 19.
19 hits.
All right, that's 8 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, I'm bloodied.
And then it's going to use its second action to do a claw attack,
All right,
which is agile. That's a 7.
miss.
And then its third.
That's a critical fail.
That is a critical fail. That's true.
Does anything happen?
Only if you guys have an ability that triggers on a critical fail, but
Oh,
not
I don't think I do.
not normally. No, yeah. And then the
Bummer.
third action, it uses all 3 actions to attack. So 13.
Miss.
So it misses. Okay. This one comes up here to engage with Valerie. So it uses a move action to step up, like a step action to get in engage, and then it's going to use a second action to attack you
Okay.
with the club. So it brings its heavy club down on your shield. That is a 28.
Ooh, hits.
Okay. Do you want to absorb that with your race shield?
Yes, please.
Okay. So it deals 5 damage,
Right. So
which
nothing
is
on me.
which just completely absorbs it. Okay, and then it's going to use its second action to step 5 feet back. Or sorry, its third action to step 5 feet back.
All right.
The one in the back is going to draw another javelin, and I guess it can use 5 feet of movement here, draw with 1 action. It's going to throw second javelin also through the pack at Halligan. So you do have a +1 circumstance bonus on this. And it gets a 16. I think it misses you, right? Huh?
Will miss. Ha
So not like you're safe in the back, yeah. That's his 3 actions, and then this one is going to 5 feet forward with a step, club against Valerie. 17,
Misses.
and then its third action, second attack to use its claw, which is agile. 17.
Misses as well.
Okay, and that's their turns. Ezrin, now that they're close enough to you, you are starting near them, and you are. I don't think you've rolled. You're the only one that hasn't rolled the Fortitude save yet, right?
Nope.
So see if you can hold down the stench. Fortitude saving throw.
20.
Yeah, you beat it.
Nice.
So all of you are immune to this stench.
Cool. Ray of Frost on this guy.
Okay.
That's a 27 to hit.
No.
That is a critical hit.
That does 10 cold damage, and target takes double damage and a -10 foot status penalty to its speed for 1 round.
Got it.
Nice.
So yeah, so he's still alive, but he's now like slowed by 10 feet.
And that's my turn.
I guess I can't do 10 very easy. Okay. Valerie,
Okay. I would like to hit this person
go for
with
it.
my longsword. Mm-hmm.
Did you get the character sheet working, or do you need me to roll it for you?
No, it's a little better.
Okay. Did you restart?
Yeah, I had to refresh it. Oh my goodness.
Sorry,
Dang.
13 also misses.
It'd be 14 actually.
14 still misses though.
Bummer.
And then another attack.
17 hits. 6 damage is enough to finish it off, combined with like the Ray of Frost
Nice.
and fire damage it took.
Nice.
Perfect. All right.
So that one goes down.
The lioness. Well
I
done.
would like to.
Raise that shield.
Yeah, but I also don't want you to die.
I'm gonna raise my shield too. We're good.
Okay, so I would raise my shield.
Okay. So you raise your shield. All right.
Yeah.
Top of the round, Cairo.
Kyra's gonna chill touch the guy right in front of him.
Okay, go ahead. So it's a saving throw.
It's saving throw of Fortitude.
Fortitude saving throw. He gets a 10.
So he fails. He takes 8 points of negative energy damage. You're also enfeebled? Oh, that wasn't a critical failure. So just the 8 points of damage.
All right. And do you heal or it just hurts?
It just hurts
Okay, he's
for
dead.
now. I think it's a feat later on that you can get to actually turn that into healing for yourself. And then with my, because that was a 2-action thing, last action, raise my shield.
Okay, so touch and raise the shield. All right, 2 down. Hal, you're up.
All right. I would like to stride up here, make an attack at this
Yep,
guy
go ahead.
with my short sword. 19.
19 is a hit.
For
It's not flat-footed, so you don't get the sneak attack damage.
7 piercing.
Okay.
And I would like to stride away using mobility so I can move 15 feet.
Stride in, strike, stride out. No problem.
I just imagine you like jumping between us and like turning sideways with our raised flanic shields, like blocking.
Yep.
Speaking of diving through enemies, it reminded me of hero points. Make sure you guys all have a point.
Oh, yep.
Thank
That
you.
was three actions, right?
Yeah. Am I mechanics wise? Am I in the way of Ezrin? Would she like me to move out of the way because I got 1 more space? Or does it matter?
I mean, I don't think it really matters. Like, all I do is like shoot stuff. It's up to you.
All right, there I am. Okay, I'm good.
Stay there. Okay. All right. This Zolgath steps forward and is going to steps over the body of his fallen comrade and basically tries to attack. One action to step forward, one action to attack Valerie. So this club attacks the 17.
Misses.
All right, and this third action is going to be to claw you. 17.
Misses.
Miss. So club, claw, you're able to stop it all. This one in the back, he actually he draws his last javelin. He still has sight on Hal, so he's gonna try to get his revenge. Hal. He throws the javelin. You have a circumstance bonus to your AC of +1, but he gets a 23.
Yeah, that'll still hit me.
So I think this one hits you for 7 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And then seeing how this situation is unfolding, last action to stride 30 feet away from you guys.
Lord.
All right. Ezrin.
I will attack this one right here because that's the only one that I can see with Ray of Frost because that's how I roll. 26.
26 is a critical hit.
12
Oh.
cold damage and also.
Oh, unfortunately, it's not because it has 1 circumstance bonus because the people between you guys.
No.
It's just enough to not make it a critical.
Oh, no.
That's so sad, but it still takes 7 cold damage.
Yeah, still takes 7 cold damage. So it is still up. It would have been dead if it was the crit.
You see the top of Valerie's shield is a little frosty from where it got that critical damage off.
Right.
That javelins thrown over my head.
Yeah, it's messed up.
All right. Anything with your last action?
I'm very comfortable here, so I will just stick around.
All right. Valerie.
Another longsword attack.
Don't roll like a low number again.
I changed the color of my dice.
That's all it took.
There you
Right.
go.
See if it works.
See.
Oh,
Critical!
Oh, there we go. Let's
Critical.
go.
Okay. Well,
You
that's
did.
24 points of damage, which would have enough to
Damn.
one-shot this thing.
You need to make sure that you add another dice to your critical because it looks
No,
like
it
it's
looked
was
like it was-
just the low. The second dice was a 1.
I know, but
Shouldn't it be
it
48?
should be it'd be 2 parentheses there. You see when you put your cursor over it. We'll see it. 24 points of damage still. You got it. You didn't need that extra D8.
Right. Okay. So that was 1 action. It's dead.
I don't like these character sheets, so I do not I do not begrudge having to adapt things.
Yeah. We're gonna have to figure all that out.
All right. So
There's still one up.
I know. I don't see him.
Cairo
You
just
saw he was up here and you saw him like run, right? Like you saw him run like that direction.
I look to Cairo. Should I follow him?
yeah, I'll be right behind you, Les.
All
Keep
right.
going.
All right, perfect. And then I would like to take my second action in stride. I have
Okay.
25 feet of movement to
Okay.
the general direction.
Yep. Go ahead and start
Is it
moving.
this
Yeah.
one?
Go one square at a time so you don't use up all your movement. You might see him on the way.
Nope, still nothing. 20, 20's right here. And then for my third action, I'll just raise my shield.
Okay.
All right.
You can see he's like over on this side of the room,
Yeah.
and he seems to be like there's this little tunnel that like looks like it's leading somewhere, and he seems to be running for that tunnel.
Oh, you prick, come back.
Damn.
Cairo.
You
Top of the
tell
road.
him. Cairo's gonna stride. He's gonna take a step up of his 25. He looks back. He looks at Ezrin and Hal right in the middle of his movement. And he says, "Y'all need healing, or should we just keep going? There's only one left, but I can heal us real quick."
I wouldn't mind
I think
getting
Hound
healed.
needs some healing.
All right. So I will take. That's going to be my whole movement. Then it'll just be a 5-foot step, and then with my last two actions, I will cast heal. With 2 actions, it becomes a 30-foot radius. So hopefully that guy's not. Has he been hit? That other guy?
Well, you're talking about the 2 action one is just a 30-foot one
Yep.
single target heal. Right.
Oh,
The
you're
3
right.
action is the 30-foot one.
Okay, then I would have asked that before moving. I wouldn't have moved yet.
That's
I
fine.
would have
You just wanna do
stayed
this.
right there. Yeah. So I'll do 3 action, 30 feet, and targets at all living and undead creatures in the burst. So that's a 1d8.
Okay. Is it 1d10 because of your feet?
Oh, you're totally right. Damn, less with I rolled an 8 on a d8 and then a 7 on a d10. So that's 7 points of healing to everybody within 30 feet.
Valerie, you watch as this thing receives some
I
healing.
knew it.
You're in that square you were just within 30 feet.
Oh, damn.
Even though it has cover, it doesn't say anything about like
Nope.
not being in cover or anything.
No, it
So,
does not care about walls or anything. All right. That is my turn. Thank you.
All right, Hal, you're up.
All right, I will stride forward. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, is it 25? Anyways,
I mean, you have it's on there. It's on that character sheet somewhere, right?
somewhere.
Where's speed at?
It's the first page, and it's underneath class DC speed 25.
Oh, yeah.
For
So
me.
you have 30 for Hal.
Nice.
Gotcha.
I think they have less because they're wearing like the heavier armor.
Oh, I see.
Exactly.
I was here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Well, just remember too, in Pathfinder specifically, every other diagonal costs extra movement. So from where you were, like the first diagonal is 5, the second one becomes 15.
There you go.
So that's 10.
And then you can do a diagonal, and that'll be 20.
Right. So 30 gets you basically next to Valerie.
If I don't go double diagonal, I can go. Oh well. I'll go here.
Yeah, it doesn't get you extra movement for not doing diagonal, I don't think.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna move right here, right next to the guy.
Okay, you're gonna head him off.
Yep.
All right, you like dash ahead. What do you do? Like, do you tumble past him? Do you slide under his legs? Like, what?
I will run past, dip around Valerie, and kind of run up on the wall and kind of do a little sideways flip and land and say, ha ha ha, on God.
Okay.
And then I'll poke
Yeah.
him with my short sword.
Go for it. 18 is a hit.
For 7 piercing.
Nice.
You erase that healing it got.
That's
Sorry
that's
about
my
that.
go.
Okay. So you are between it and its like freedom.
Oh no.
But he doesn't have his club drawn. He has not taken any action to draw a club. So he has action to even. Well, actually, he's not going to draw his club. Instead, he's going to he has like his jaws, and he's going to bring his jaws and just try to bite you, Hal. So his first attack is with the jaws is a 24.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 8 piercing damage.
Oh boy.
And while he's biting in you, he brings his claw around and tries to like claw you in the gut. With this, that's his second attack. That's a 24 as well.
Jesus. Yep.
Oh boy.
He rolled a 19. So that's 5 more slashing damage. And then I guess if he was gonna try to bust through you, he would have done that as first action. So he's gonna try his third one to be an attack. Oh my god, he rolled.
You cut out.
No, yeah, I know. I was just double checking to make sure this is right. So he got a 20 even on his third attack.
What?
It was a 19 plus 9 minus 8.
Yep.
So I think that hits, right?
Yep.
So that's 7 slashing damage.
You're down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hal
Ooh.
your short sword clings to the ground as you crumple, and you are now you have dying 1, and your initiative moves in front of him, but it already was, so it matters. Okay. But he used all his actions to get through you. He did not escape. Ezrin, you're up next.
I hear Hal's sword clank to the ground and move forward. And see. So 5. So this is a clearer.
Yeah.
This is a clearer. It's
Either way, Valerie's between you and your target, I think.
yeah. Let me double check. All right. So I am going to cast Daze, and it will automatically
Ooh.
take 4
Nice.
mental damage, and then it needs to make a basic will saving throw.
Okay. So will save coming up. It got a dirty 20.
Lame. It makes it.
So it's
Yeah.
a success. So it's not
And-
stunned. It's still up, but it looks like it's like tearing into Hal, and then Hal goes limp, and it's about to do the finishing blow, but you hit it with a daze, which causes it to like drop Hal.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Valerie.
All right. Seeing how fall to the ground, I'd use my full movement to get behind him.
Mhm.
Sorry. And for my second action, I'm gonna hit him with my longsword.
Go for it.
Ah! Fuck.
15 is not enough to hit.
Oh, +1.
Oh,
'Cause
plus
I
1
don't
is enough to hit.
All right,
Yes.
cool. 9.
Okay. 9 finishes it off.
All right, perfect. And damn, I can't even get to how. Oh, I have a third action. For my third action, I'll use. Can I stride again?
You can.
Okay, cool. I'll stride again and I'll go past his body and then just body block him in case someone comes in.
Okay. Yeah,
Help!
you take a quick glance down. It looks like a long, dark tunnel that kind of like twists deeper into the earth, but at least it doesn't look like anything immediately is threatening you.
All right.
All right, Kyra.
Cairo!
So that's 20. Battle medicine, I think, is 2 actions, isn't it? Has Hal taken battlefield medicine healing from me before
I don't remember.
today? Yeah, I don't remember either.
No,
So let's say no.
no. That was the first. This is like the first time I've got hit in like 2 sessions.
Okay, then I'm gonna battlefield medicine. It was 2 actions to get here,
Mhm.
because I only have 25 feet of movement. But with my last action, I see him, and with my second action, I'm like taking out bandages, and I kneel by his body and do a medicine check.
Yep. Don't kill him.
That's a 23. The
That's
DC's 15.
15, yeah.
Yep.
So Hal's going to be healed and stabilized, which means
Yep.
we are out of combat. Everyone is at least stable for the time being, which gives you a moment to like catch your breath and like look around the room and reassess the situation. You do get experience.
8 points of healing, Hal.
So you all get 120 experience for that fight.
Nice.
As well, like Cairo, like you're kneeling down and healing Hal, right? And like right as you're like you basically gotta kick this thing out of the way because it's like in your way to heal Hal. And it still smells disgusting in here, guys. Like, you know, you're immune for like a minute, but like the stench is still coming off these corpses. But you can see that this one in particular has like a little coin purse tied to his belt.
I'll grab the coin purse, and as Hal's coming to conscious, and say, "Here you go, Hal. Maybe this will make you feel better." And put the coin purse in his face. I don't think I use regular like healing on him with bandages. So since we're out of combat, can I do an exploration heal on him as well to bandage him
Yeah,
up
you guys
even
can take a
more?
moment of downtime to heal. Like it looks safe and there's no immediate threat to you guys, so you can go ahead and you know bandage people up if
All
you'd
right,
like.
I'm gonna do that.
The hell happened?
He did not get away.
Hal shielded the creature, and he decided to tear through him to get through. You died.
I
Well,
will not be doing that again. Okay.
I gotta say,
Certainly hope
last
not.
yeah, he didn't die. He was bleeding out, but he wasn't actually dying.
He passed out.
Yes, he was unconscious in the process of dying, but thankfully, y'all got me.
Iron Ray.
Yes, of course, Saren Ray and the power of sterile bandages.
It would be
Yeah.
really unfortunate if his wounds got infected.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. Let's check the area and keep going. He was running away, wasn't he? How when he cut you down?
Indeed, he was. He was running and gestured down this hallway. We should move forward.
Yeah, it looks like it heads like down, like deep into the earth, like kind of away from like you know, you guys went down and then you went down. It seems like it's going down like another level as well, like pretty deep.
Cairo, utilitarian as always, suggests to quickly check the room and bodies and then to continue down to see where the source of this threat is coming from.
Right. So just to give you like a quick sort of like cutscene of this, like you start traveling down this tunnel for like quite a while, and it's going like deep down into the earth. And after, you know, you guys are traveling for like 15, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and there's no sign of any creatures that broke into the fishery, anything else. And it seems like this is leading away from like your what might have been causing what was going on. This is leading into a place known as the Darklands, which is definitely for more experienced adventurers and possibly something you may want to come back and explore at a future time. But you're pretty sure now is the time to turn back if you don't want to get lost.
Yeah, it would probably be Cairo or Ezrin since we're more. Look, I don't want to make any judgments
Learned.
Yeah, I don't want to make any judgments about Hal or Valerie, but we both, had some training in this area. Cairo would definitely know about the Darklands.
I did make a whole battle map for you guys. I'll put you here just so you can see it.
Ooh.
Let's see. I made this in case you guys went this way, and I was going to have you fight something, which was like you guys are going to fight. Let's see.
Can't see
Where
anything
is
on it yet.
No?
Mm,
No, blind as a bat.
Same.
Say.
Oh, did I think I put you guys on the wrong layer. Thanks, Roll20.
Ooh.
Ooh, fancy.
And then I was going to have you guys fight against
Oh, cool.
an owlbear.
Oh,
Look at that owlbear.
Yeah, along with this
Aw.
whole like sort of like a whole little mini side story with like a magic item and stuff like that. But because we are running short on time and because we want to finish this tonight, we do not get to come and do this. So this owlbear will forever, we
Oh.
can come back later.
Wait, Steve, can I roll to group hug the owlbear?
Yes, you may.
All right, I'm going to roll with advantage because I love owlbear.
There's no advantage in Pathfinder.
Oh, that's a 16 plus my love stat. Hold on, let me find that real quick.
-1.
Is that
-1.
plus 2 power of love?
Yeah, power of love is a +2.
Yeah, so you guys travel for about 30 minutes down before you realize this probably isn't the right way, and then you head back up, and we end up back in this room. Oh yeah, that coin purse, by the way, Hal, that was given to you has in it various coinage. They're strange coins, like they're not sort of like a coinage or a kingdom that you recognize. On one side, there's like a tower inside a cave, and on the other side is like a sinister looking elf. But in total, they're worth 38 silver and 4 gold.
Damn. Is Hal sharing the love?
I mean, I will pass them out. I don't know if you can spend them at the end of tonight, but I will. Everybody gets 1 gold piece and 10 silver.
Amazing. Thank you.
Don't spend it all in one place.
I'll do my best, Hal. Yeah, it's bad news down there. We don't want to keep going down. That's there's a whole nother can of worms down there.
Doesn't feel right down there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm speaking like Silas. I need my gruff back.
Yeah, so I saw you moving kind of like down into this sort of thing. Like that one passage leads down to the earth. The other passage leads kind of into this little dead end that looks like it was kind of dug out recently. It curves up and around, and it ends in a thin wall of loose stones and dirt. And it
Ooh.
looks like there is like it's fresh enough, but it's not solid enough that if you peered right up in and looked through, you may be able to see something.
Valerie,
But
lass,
it's
could you
completely dark, so you wouldn't be able to see much through it.
could you bring a torch over here, Valerie, or your lit sword?
Ezrin's got her little thingy.
yeah.
I have the torch.
Yeah, you've got. Yeah, sorry, you're right.
Yeah, you're both lit up, but you got the torch.
Yep. Yeah, it's no big deal. Valerie's sword is just gleaming with the light and Sarah ray. Nothing special. You're right.
This torch is magical.
So was the sword. So is what I did to the sword. I mean, Sarah and Ray did to the sword.
So what are you guys doing in this situation with the little dead end with like the sort of pinhole, like the small hole that somebody could shine a light through and peek or whatever?
Let's perceive through.
Yeah, I mean, it's not big enough to crawl through, right? But you could definitely like see through it, and you can hear movement on the other end, like the sounds of like kobolds like talking with each other,
Ooh.
and it looks like the thing you see is like small straw like mat, almost like beds, like set up in this little like cave. And you spend like a moment listening, and you hear a couple of phrases that they're talking, and I don't know why they're talking in common that you guys can understand, but maybe one of you speaks kobold. But there's some of the phrases you hear that stand out is like, when we stole the egg, they're talking about like stealing an egg or something or other. And then the other thing that they say is more fish for the pet.
Cairo hears fish and says, "We gotta take care of him."
Maybe it's a friendly pet.
Do not think we can get through here, especially you.
Well, you definitely couldn't crawl through this tiny hole, but somebody could kind of like muscle through it's just like a pile of loose rocks and stuff, so they're definitely movable.
Mm.
Valerie, don't you have like a charge feat or something?
Either
Do
way,
you want me to charge through it?
Yeah, and then we just kill them all.
you got big
Just
muscles.
open
I believe in you.
fire. I have no qualms rushing towards it.
The voices also, the way that they're coming in, they sound like they're coming from much further in. Like the conversation doesn't seem to be taking place in this little room that you're listening. It seems like it goes from this room into a bigger chamber, and the kobolds are off in that like bigger chamber talking.
So maybe
Might be best to do it quietly.
Yeah, Valerie Lass, why don't you use that their crafting ability that you've been using and see if you can bring down the wall quietly as possible. Maybe we can get the jump on them.
In this case, because this barrier is not made out of like wooden planks and crafting material, it's just like piles of rocks. This is less of a crafting check. It is there is a check you can make. It is an athletics check, and it kind of rolls in the being quiet as part of the athletics and not like dropping the rocks or shifting it like loudly. Like if you can succeed on this athletics check, you will be silent, and if you fail, then you run the risk of like attracting attention.
Let's do it.
All right, I will do my best. I was a little preoccupied. I had to look up Firefox.
Damn.
So 19.
So is anyone helping you, or are you just doing? Is it just?
I'm not. I have no training in athletics.
Same.
I mean,
It
it doesn't take training, right? But you still have to make the same check, and then if you succeed, you can give her a bonus, and if you fail, you can hinder her.
Yeah, I'm training.
I'd have to roll 19. Yeah, okay, there you go. Damn.
Okay. You both rolled 11s, it looks like. So you start clearing out the rocks, right? And you guys are working together, and you're unable to get through this barrier completely silently. Like partway through it, a rock like drops, tumbles, and makes like a loud noise. And like it's loud enough you hear the kobolds on the other end kind of say like, oh, "What's that?" And it sounds like they are aware of you guys coming, but you have at least cleared out the passage enough to sort of get access. So you did not get through completely silently, but you did get through. If that makes sense. So now you can see in, but you're aware that they're aware that you guys are coming.
This might just be me, but you might have taken off quite a bit of the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, maybe more than you
Oh
intended.
yeah, huh? What happened with that? Oh, I see. Oh yeah, huh? It took off like a bunch of the dynamic light. And I can't even control Z to get it back.
This light from your deity is giving me so much vision, Cairo.
Yeah,
I could
sometimes
see through the wall.
if I pray really hard, it gives you X-ray vision.
It's amazing. I wish I had it earlier. I didn't know it could do that.
No, clearly this is from my torch. The magical torch that we found after
Right,
fighting
right.
the
Of course. Yes. I mean, undead being able to see through walls, that actually makes sense.
There
it is.
Did I rebuild it? I
Yep.
had to rebuild it quite on the fly.
Oh no, I'm blind again.
Oh, sorry. Ezrin distracted me for a second, and I lost my prayer.
No, so it's my fault then.
Well, you were whispering to me. It distracted me.
Okay,
Ezra
so
shakes her head.
from here, since you guys can all like set up just outside the cave, like you would be like Hal up moving, and then Ezra and Kyra are kind of like just supervising. But I need everyone to go ahead and give me your initiative rolls for this thing. We're not like in combat yet, but the enemies are in a defensive position and ready to defend. And so if you guys are going to rush in like quick, like you guys talk about, like you hear this noise, you get through, you can hear they're saying from the other side. Are you planning to just rush in, or are you going to back off and reassess?
I'm going to definitely pull my short bow out.
Yeah, then we can just go ahead and roll initiative.
Kyra's gonna move in with Valerie. Symbol of Saren Ray in one hand, shield in the other, ready to bring the light of his God to these heathens.
Well, you guys all beat the kobolds. Between Hal and Valerie, you guys get to decide who goes first.
Valerie, the lioness. The lioness.
You need me to go
first.
first? Yeah, so they could trip more easily. Yeah.
After
Okay.
the last one, I will stay back here.
So you're still lit up, right?
Yeah, I see this barrel right here, but anything beyond that, I cannot.
Which is weird because, oh yeah, because that's your bright light ends, and then the dim light goes for a bit more than that. Okay. So at least you're lit up, so that's another reason for you to go first.
Bring the light of Saren Ray.
All right, Valerie, you are up first.
I do not see anything.
You can hear chittering and like talking like deeper into the darkness, but you're right. You're charging into like blind darkness, right?
Right. All right. I'll look behind me and I'll say, I'm moving forward, and then I'm going to just move forward, use a stride movement.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25. Hope. Hello.
Yeah, so now you get a decent view of what this room looks like, right? So it's like some kind of kobold warren. So
Amazing.
the smell of rotten fish and mold like wafts out of this room. On the west side of this vast room is a large table with benches on either side. Old food scraps, dirty knives, and broken plates cover the table. And then you've kind of came out of one of these bedrooms, and as you look to the north and the south, you can see there's like two more little burrow bedrooms with kobolds coming. You see one on the north like looking at you.
Oh boy, I cannot be stupid here, because if not, I'm gonna die.
Raise that shield, liar.
Yeah, but I have another action. I want to be efficient.
You are standing right next to that chest too.
Nice.
Right. All right. Well, fuck me. All right, I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay.
What was that southern? Hang on a second. Balls. And you know what? Yeah, I'll just raise my shield. Do I need to do anything else with another action? Or I know we had this discussion before. I could intimidate them, try to intimidate them.
Yeah, you can
just
pick
get
one
in
and
there.
yell, right?
They're all unexpected, and you just get in there and start yelling at them.
Right, yeah. All right, so I would like to say in my most intimidating voice ever, I would like to say, you decayed fish-eating mongrels, come at it. We're here. And then I'll just raise my shield.
Okay, and so you're going to take the demoralize action, right?
Oh, I'm demoralizing them. Yeah.
Which I think with demoralize you get to pick one.
Oh, just one?
So demoralize, you can choose a creature within 30 feet of you and attempt an intimidation check.
Let's choose this one since it's already looking at me. I'll say, hey,
Okay.
you mad dogging me. Come here, you fucking
Yep.
coward.
So go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Oh, natural one.
what is it's against its will DC, so you needed to get a 13, so you fail.
Oh,
It's
it wasn't
all
a critical
right.
fail though.
I just needed,
Actually, yeah. So there's
spend
there's
my
no such thing
action.
as a critical fail on a demoralized.
Oh, okay.
There's
I
no
am
such-
It's
demoralized.
emboldened for one turn.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that would be funny.
demoralized.
Sorry, Valerie. Maybe it just doesn't understand you.
That's funny as hell. They're like, who is this large person with a shield that just came in here and yelled at us? What the hell?
It has a -4 if it doesn't understand your language, and we haven't really like you guys. We haven't really decided can, but I think there's some common ground. It speaks some common.
Mhm.
All right,
One
Halrysian.
turn.
It understood like 2 curse words and they just start laughing.
All right. I'd like to move here. Oh, where can I get to? I'm right here. So I will stride forward. Well, I'm going to move there first. So that's 20.
Mm-hmm.
I think I will take a short bow attack at this guy right here.
Okay. You did say you were going to come in with your short bow out, so that makes sense. Ooh, 22 is a hit. Unfortunately, not a critical.
For
He rolled the
Um,
same for his crit damage.
That is true.
It's so funny.
6 + 0 and then a 1. Wait, how did that work? Oh, 1 × 2. Yeah.
1 × 2 + 4.
Well, yeah, I think you're Oh no, that's right, because you don't add your dexterity bonus to damage rolls.
Unless it's a crit.
Is
That's
that
what-
actually the case?
That's what that deadly damage thing is.
Oh, that's what deadly is. Got it. I
Yeah.
think deadly just
Oh, that's what the +4 is. His surprise attack. Oh, he is flat-footed to him.
class feats and abilities. I just dropped out. Hang on.
a feat you have? Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I have that feat. Surprise attack.
Cool.
That is cool.
I'm not sure if that does anything more.
It would have been flat-footed had you been able to come in with stealth as your initiative, but because you guys were loud coming
Yeah.
and they were aware of you, he's not flat-footed and it's not no sneak attack, unfortunately.
I think so. I'll move back, stride back. No, I won't stride back. Shit. Can I sneak? No. I'll just move out of the way. There you go.
Okay.
That's it.
You got Chiron coming in.
Cairo.
Kyro gets, that's as far as Kyro can get with his first action, and then he doesn't want Valerie to be in her by herself, so it takes does another stride action and stops and goes, well, ain't this a sticky wicket? And he still has 2 more squares of movement. Oh man, freaking, he doesn't have any light, so he can't see him there. All right. So even with that step, he can step back, and he's going to turn to Valerie and say, let's hold the line, lass. And he raises his shield with his last action.
Okay. Ezrin.
Okay. Stepping forward. And still can't see. Oh god. Over here. And she will. I did not do this. Let's just do daze on the kobold right here. I am right here.
Okay. That's the same when you see an arrow like sticking out of his chest.
Yep. So will save.
It automatically takes 4 damage, right?
And yes.
Yeah, that's enough to kill it.
Oh cool. Never mind then.
Oh damn.
Gets psychicked.
He just falls back. Like he's like eating his food. He turns around, he gets an arrow, and then he just gets his mind assaulted, and he just falls dead, like on the table full of food.
That's so sad. And that's my turn.
It's so sad, but that's my turn. Okay,
Find the meal.
so these guys. So this one here, he like you killed his buddy. He looks next to him. He goes, ah! And he reaches on. He like doesn't look like he has any weapons. So he reaches to the table and he picks up like a bunch of rotting food and turns around and like hurls like food at you, Valerie.
Good.
So
Miss.
it's like the food's like disgusting and rotting
Yeah.
and like gross, right? So he makes a let's see. So he doesn't have this on his stat block because this is like an area effect, but he gets a d20 plus 5, so it's a 14, which means he misses with the food. And then he's going to do the same thing with the second attack, which is just a straight d20. A 19
It misses.
because you got your shield raised, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you raise the shield and like the food like slaps down the front of your shield. And then
They're
for
wasting
his
the food.
yeah, they are wasting food.
It's rotten anyway. I can smell it from here.
I know. They're wasting their food.
He's gonna try to do the same thing with his third attack, even though it's at a -5. Dumb. 1.
Yeah. It's a critical fail.
Yep. He hits himself in the head with a. Okay, the second one, he can't quite reach you guys with his food throwing abilities, so he has to spend an action to kind of come like around the table, like here, and then he moves one action there, and then he reaches on the table, scoops up a bunch of rotten food, and he tries to pelt you, Cairo. So first one is a +5. It's an 18.
As a miss because I'm holding up my shield.
Perfect. So the same thing. Your shield like absorbs all the food. Second, it's a 16.
Miss.
Okay. So they're just throwing. They're trying to like hit you guys with this disgusting food, but you guys ignore the effects of all. Okay. From down here in the darkness, Cairo, there's 2 spears shoot out of the darkness at you.
Oh,
So
shit.
you are flat-footed against this. You still have your shield raised, but you are flat-footed. So here's the first strike.
With flat-footed, -2?
-2,
-1?
yeah. -2.
Okay.
So
So it just
that
negates my shield.
yeah. But it also, even though it negates your shield, it still makes you flat-footed and triggers anything that would trigger a flat-footed effect, like sneak
Right.
attack. So that's a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you take 7 damage plus an extra 1d4 from the sneak attack. So that's 9 piercing total. Wait,
Ow.
you have the reaction. No, you don't. Do you have the reaction to take the damage? Is that part of built-in raising your shield?
Well, can I block an attack I don't know is coming?
I don't know. I mean, unless it says you have to see the attack that's hitting you, then I guess
You can
not.
spend your reaction to block a physical attack, reduce the damage by 5.
So
Yeah, sure.
you have the reactions to spin around.
Yeah,
So you can reduce it
I'll
by
do
5.
that. Reduce it by 5.
Oh, it's
but
really
then,
9 reduced to 4.
and
So
then
4 to
me
you and 4 to
and
your
the
shield.
shield take 4.
Yeah. All right. Second one, the second spear with sneak attack is a 7.
Miss.
So that spear misses. Up here, this guy right here, Valerie, he takes one action to step forward, and then he uses his second action to like open this chest. So he like reaches down and throws the chest open, and it's full of just all kinds of like random goodness. And then as he's standing there
on.
looking at it, he reaches
Did
into the
you-
chest, fumbles for a minute, picks up a jar, like a little flask or something, and just chucks it at you.
What the?
I love the descriptor goodness. Full of goodness.
Full of goodness. Okay, so he makes a strike with +5, so it's an 8.
That's-
So he misses hitting you.
That's a critical
it-
failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he misses hitting you, but it does hit the ground below you, and the whole square you're standing in is now coated in slippery oil.
Oh,
So I'll mark that square. That purple box represents the square covered in oil. So anyone moving through that square could slip and fall.
Oh, watch out!
Okay, this one 5, 10, 15, 25 feet of movement, draws his spear with the second action and takes a spear strike at you, Valerie. That's an 11.
Critical fail.
15, 20. This one moves here, and then instead of like he can't reach anyone, so he spends his action picking up the flask of oil and he throws it at Cairo.
Well, shit.
That's a 19.
19 is my AC.
Okay, so he hits you square. You're turning around. You're blocking the spear from behind you with the shield. You're hitting the back. So you are now covered in oil.
Lovely.
And the square you're in is also covered in oil. So from now on, anytime you stride, you have a chance to fall over. If you step 5 feet, you're fine. But if you try to do a stride, then that's when you have the chance to slip and fall.
Noted.
But
Well, that's just for me because I'm covered in it.
Yeah, because you're actually covered in it. Come on, roll 20. Here we go. All right, so these two squares and Cairo are covered. I think that's all it does. Yeah, so this will last until the end of the fight and then go away. Okay, that's all of the kobold's turns.
Val, dear, let's take a step back. We're too open. I'm getting attacked here from the south. They're coming from the north. Let's bottleneck them.
All right. My turn. All right. So before heeding Cairo's words, I'll consider that. But prior to that, I would like to take an attack on this fella right here.
Okay, the only one brave enough to step up and fight you hand to hand. Teach him his lesson.
He wasn't exactly demoralized. He was emboldened by my.
That you tried, yeah, you tried to demoralize him and did not work. 27
Holy
is a crit.
Holy shit.
Yes, please.
22 damage is enough to completely decimate this guy beyond recognition.
Oh shit, he should have listened to you.
Yeah. All right, and then balls.
So there's like a
Alright,
collective gasp in the room as you like completely destroy that one.
I would like to straighten up myself and look at all of them, like intimidatingly before taking a step back. And
Okay. Can you make
making
an
room for-
acrobatics check for me as you try to move off that square?
Oh, even with just a 5-foot step?
Yeah.
Because it says the 5-foot step is only if you are. It doesn't call it out, but I think it makes sense to be consistent on both. So if you just take a 5-foot step, that's fine.
All right.
It's like a careful step. Careful step.
Yeah. It specifically says you can take the 5-foot step when you're covered in oil, but it just says anyone through that square has to make an acrobatics check. But I think if you're doing a 5-foot, that's reasonable.
Will Cairo be able to fit with this thing blocking his way behind?
Yeah,
him?
we've ruled earlier that you're able to. It's a little tight fit, but yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, and that's the end of my turn.
There's probably like a condition for being in like a tight space that I'm not sure of, like maybe you're flat-footed or something. I don't know, but we're just gonna roll with it.
I think that's squeezed.
Is that one of the conditions? Squeeze conditions?
I'll look it up while Hal takes his turn.
All right, Hal.
Val, do you still have another action left? That was only 2, right? You attacked and then took a 5-foot step back, didn't you?
But to be completely honest, I would really not like to demoralize anyone again.
Yeah, but you could raise. They're throwing spears at you.
I completely forgot. Yes, I'm gonna raise my shield.
Very good.
All right.
So, Sneak says I can attempt to move to another place while becoming or staying undetected if they can't see me.
Yeah, I know we always go back and forth on this and how it works.
Because it says,
but I think we've ruled that you have to be hidden before you can actually.
Well, it specifically
because it does
says
say that
while becoming. So it's like part of that sneak action. I'm gonna sneak and be undetected.
If you look up sneak.
Yeah, I was just looking at it right now.
Like there are different feats for sneak.
See, it
as
says at the
far
end of your
as-
movement, the GM rolls your stealth check and secret and compares it to the DC of each creature you were hidden from at the start of your movement.
But what's weird is like you can do it while becoming undetected.
Right.
So
I'm not sure why it words like that and then makes it look like you can't. But that's fine. Stride up to half your speed and then hide. So you're gonna move back?
well, if I can move up, I would do that.
Oh, were you already back there? I see.
Yeah, I'm already back here.
Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Just do sneak.
That's,
What to like nail that in the
yeah,
future.
agreed.
But this is the last session. Let's just roll with it.
Amazing.
12.
Sneaky, sneaky.
So you sneak up with one action.
Yep. And I
Okay.
will attempt to shoot at this guy.
Okay. Unfortunately, a 12 does not beat his passive
Yep.
perception. So he is not flat-footed.
16
16 does hit.
for 3 piercing.
You're attacking the bottom one.
Yes.
All right. Still up.
And I would like to sneak back. I mean, move back, stride back. Good enough.
Okay. Yeah, make that stealth check to see what you're... I guess, yeah, make the stealth check to see if you are actually hidden from them. Pretty
20.
sneaky this time. All right, that was 3 actions, right?
Yep.
Cairo, you're up.
I looked up squeeze, but that's more of an exploration thing.
Yeah.
Quick squeeze is a feat that doesn't really apply either. Yeah, that's more of like squeezing through a tight space when you're trying to like get through a cave system like this. It's not really about what we're talking about.
Right, I'm not worried about it right now.
So with my first action, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back next to Valerie.
Okay.
And I'm currently in the wall, so there we go. Now I can see. And I ain't got much I can do. Yeah, there's not much for me to do at this point. I don't have a lot of ranged options. So you know what? I'm gonna drink a potion and get 7 points of healing back with that one action.
Very good.
And then I'm gonna raise my shield. And this is my dual voice. I hope everybody loves it.
Ezrin.
Ezrin's going to take 1 step forward just to assess the situation, and then fire off a ray of frost on this fellow right here.
Okay.
It's 21 to hit.
That hits.
Damn.
Nice.
cold.
That's enough to kill it.
Get him.
Nice. And that's my turn.
All right.
Do you have any movement, Ezra dear?
I took 1 step forward.
Well, shit. Good job.
All right, let's see. Is there anything else in this chest they can throw at you besides oil? I think. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So this one here is going to use his move action to come down here, and then is going to draw a spear off its back with its second action. And then with its third action, it's going to chuck a spear at Cairo. It's a 6.
That's a critical failure.
Yeah,
I catch it in my free hand.
perfect.
I'm just kidding. I can't.
You
do
drop the potion and catch it. No,
Yep.
that's cool. I guess this one steps down and does the same thing and draws its spear and chucks it at Valerie. That's a 13.
Misses.
Okay, down here, another one up from the little hovel below that you can now see in the light. And it draws its spear and chucks it at you, Valerie, because it doesn't really have a good sight on Cairo without the wall being there. That's a 14.
Misses.
And this one, let's see. Wait. Yeah, this one can only get to there, and it'll do the same thing at Valerie. A 9.
Misses.
And this one in the back grabs, still has food in his hands. Steps forward, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Steps 5 feet forward away from the table
With
and
another
tries
fish.
to pelt Cairo with food.
How poetic. Imagine if he gets damaged by the
It's
food
not.
that he loves.
It's not fish. I'm not gonna eat it. That is my AC though. That's bullshit.
Okay, so you raise your shield, and then anyhow you get hit in the face with like a rotten chunk of meat. You are now covered in gross, disgusting food.
Oh, I can't block it. Oh no, I actually like the way this works because I'm already covered in oil, so it's just gonna stick to me.
Well, yeah, you can block it, but like it's not dealing damage.
Right. Then I wouldn't waste my reaction.
Right, yeah. So the thing is, now that you're covered in food and disgustingness, just like rotting stuff, you have a -1 status penalty to all D20 rolls and all status checks until you spend an action to clean yourself off,
That's
to clean the
problem.
gross food off.
Sounds good.
But that's their turn. Valerie.
All right. Well, I'm pretty useless just standing here, and if they could just chuck spears at us, I would like to. On my first action.
They
Yeah.
definitely don't have an infinite number of spears.
Yeah.
But they have it looks like they all carry about 3 spears each.
Cairo holds out the spear in his hand. You want to chuck it at him?
Sure.
She doesn't have a free hand is the problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're holding your sword.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. So I would like to. Hey, fuck it. I would use my first movement to stride over here.
Okay.
Oh.
Can you make an
No,
acrobatics
that's
check for me?
fine. Yeah.
Oh.
I guess technically you could,
Acrobatics.
yeah, I guess I was gonna say you could probably jump over the square, but I'm not sure what the kind of check that makes either.
Acrobatics.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you
wow.
move
Oh, wait,
into this.
I would like to use a hero point.
Okay,
There we go.
let's come on, hero point god.
Come
on, Saren Ray.
There it is.
There we go.
Let's go.
From an 8 to a 22, so you move right through the oil. You slip for just a second, and then steady yourself and move through without issue.
All right, perfect. And I would like to hit this person right here. Or
Yeah,
animal
go for it.
creature. My
It's
longsword.
kobold.
Kobold. Good lord. 11.
Oh,
Oh,
11
whoa,
misses.
that's a natural one.
Yeah.
It's time to change the color of my dice again.
It does not trigger anything on a crit
I
fail,
must-
unfortunately.
You take that stride action, you make that attack, and Cairo goes, I'm not sure what you have planned. You're going to be surrounded in just a second.
Give me a moment. Just have
Okay.
faith. And then I will raise my shield.
Okay. Hal, you start your turn pretty well hidden.
Do I have line of sight on this guy right here from where I'm at? Or do I have to come down one?
You would have line of sight. It's just, he definitely would have like partial cover from Cairo and all that, but it's just a +1 to his bonus, his AC.
I will attempt to shoot him from where I am.
Okay. He is flat-footed against you, so he gets a -2 to his AC +1 circumstance bonus for having the cover. So his AC is 16, -4 +1 is 15. That means it hits.
All right.
And he was flat-footed, so you get to add sneak attack.
4 piercing plus 5 piercing.
That's enough to kill it.
Nice.
I will. Oh, okay. There's more guys. I'll move down here and I'll shoot at this one.
Okay, go ahead. He's not flat-footed for this one. 3. Sorry.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm good to go.
Cairo.
Cairo's gonna, I guess, trust this crazy woman and take a 5-foot step. Up and say, all right, well, I guess I'll just block the cavern here. Good luck. Takes an action to get all the grime and food off of them.
Wiping the food off your face.
Yep. Before Valerie went out there, Cairo was gonna burn in hands all these guys and kill them all, but instead he's just gonna raise his shield up and protect the squishies behind him.
Okay. Ezrin.
Sort of body blocked, but that's okay.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said fireball.
Let's do days on the one that Val is toe
Okay.
to toe with. So that's 4 mental damage off the bat.
And it's a will save.
Mm-hmm.
13.
I believe that is a critical failure.
You have to be like, is your DC 23?
Wait, what's a critical failure? I thought it was minus. It was 5 less.
I think it's
10 less.
10.
10.
10, yeah.
It would
Boomer.
need 9. Unfortunate.
Yeah, he rolled a 10 plus 3. So he does take the 4
Bummer.
damage. But he's not stunned.
And that is my turn.
All right, the warriors get to go next. They do their tried and true sort of like battle tactic. Actually, like, yeah. This is the same thing they've kind of done before. So this one here, Valerie, like draws its spear with one action because that's the draw because he only had one spear in his hand. And then with his other 2 actions, he's holding his action until his ally is flanking you, and then they're going to coordinate a strike.
Yep.
So this one down here is going to one action to draw his last spear, steps over so he's flanking with the other guy, and then tries to stab you while you're flat-footed.
Okay.
And that's all 3 of his actions. So he's going to make a spear strike. You raise your shield, and then it's also your shield's down. So 16.
Misses.
Yep. Because your AC is, what, 20 on its own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with
Okay.
that.
So that one misses. The one behind you takes a coordinated strike as well with a 9.
Misses.
Okay. This one right here that was just dazed, like draws his spear, but he has no flanking position to get into, so he just attacks you right where he is.
Okay.
That's a 5.
Misses.
And then he's going to he still has some, so he's going to basically use his hurried retreat to scurry away from you.
All right.
So that can
Provoke an attack of opportunity.
if you want to use your reaction, yeah.
Yes, please.
He gets a +2 circumstance bonus because it's the hurried retreat
All right.
feature, but you can go ahead and make that. Oh, that's a
shit.
critical hit. Even with his bonus
Mr.
to AC,
Cairo,
it's
have
still
faith.
a critical hit.
So both times you've gotten critical hits and done massive damage. So each time you swung your sword, you've killed one of these guys.
Yeah.
All right, and the last
The
one,
fish guy.
he goes back to the table to pick up another scrap of food,
Oh Lord.
and then tries to hit Valerie with the food. 13.
Misses.
All right, he doesn't have weapons, but he is proficient in rotting apples.
I
Valerie,
admire his resourcefulness. All right, I'm going to take an action towards this kobold right here with my longsword.
go for it.
It's a 27.
Crit.
He dies.
He is
Jesus.
eviscerated.
And another one with this kobold right here.
Yeah.
Bowls. It's 15.
Is it actually 16? Is it +1?
No, the
No,
magic
it's
weapon
like a
only
minute.
lasts. Yeah, only lasts for
Oh.
a minute.
Got it. Yeah, so that misses.
That's unfortunate.
All right, and then for my third action, I'll raise my shield.
Okay.
Yes.
How?
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to hit this guy here.
Okay. Yeah, 22
Nice.
hits for 2 piercing damage.
I will shoot him again. That misses.
Yeah, 12 misses.
And let me shoot him a third time. Misses. All right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
you got more with the third one, but still. Yeah, you rolled a 19.
Yep.
Still wasn't enough.
That is all 3.
All right, Ezrin.
I mean, take like a couple steps forward. Oh no, not that. And Ray of Frost this poor bastard.
Yeah, the food fight guy. The whole fight, all he's done is throw food at you guys.
23
That hits.
for 7 cold damage.
Food fight guy dies.
Oh.
He was just doing his best.
Yeah. He was just trying to do something fun. He cries. Was that all? That's all 3 actions, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So this last kobold looks around, like every single is like dead except for him. He's the last one standing, and he's like intimidated by you guys and all this. So he immediately like drops his weapon, grovels to the ground, and begs. He like grabs your leg, rather. He's like, "Please, please, no, kill me!" And he gives himself. He basically gives himself up. And so, Valerie, what would you do?
I'm not one to hit someone when they're down. Where's your master? I say.
He's okay. Yeah. So unless someone's gonna walk up and kill him, I'm gonna assume we go out of combat for this interrogation, right? Speak now or forever hold your murder. Okay.
Guy was busy getting the oil off of him and taking these bed sheets and hay and getting the oil off of here.
Yeah, that's fine. The oil like doesn't last for much longer. So he's like, please, I promise to leave, and I won't return. I'll tell you my secrets if you just give me some gold, and I'll tell you all the secrets I know and leave.
I'm not gonna give you some gold. The fact that I'm not killing you right now should be enough for this bargain. Where's your master?
Make an intimidation check.
Oh. Huh.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
not bad. He's like, okay. I'm sorry, no gold. Boss Zulgren is big leader of mighty kobolds, and she has powerful magics to roast you alive. She's very angry all the time and demands much from her servants, especially now that we have a powerful new friend. And he points his little scaly like finger up towards the north side of the room. There's this like staircase that kind of heads up and tells you that Zulgren is there.
Stay there while I wait for the rest of my companions to get over here so that they hear all the information that you're giving me right now.
Yeah, everyone can walk up while you're interrogating it.
Cairo cleans everything up, and then as Hal walks by, he points towards the chest and says, I heard that chest is full of goodness from the voice in the sky. You might want to check it.
Yeah, so as you look in the chest, you see it's filled with trinkets and collected valuables. It has a bolt of fine silk cloth, a painting of an adventurer on a horse, a sack that seems filled with coinage, a crystal decanter filled with what looks to be wine, and then another jar of oil that was not tossed during the fight.
Ooh.
A weird sort of token, which looks like it's like a small circular coin or token of some sort that has the picture of a feather. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. It is a vibrant, colorful bird feather. And you can interact with it to transform it permanently into a 20-foot long ladder.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a hell of a thing.
And a healing potion.
Oh shit. We
As
all
well,
have...
you get 120 experience for defeating all
Oh,
the
shit.
kobolds, and 10 more experience for getting him to tell you about the boss.
So 130.
130 total.
How much do we have in total? I missed the first.
I have
one earlier.
I'm at
598.
before the 130.
This would have been the part where you guys got enough experience to level, had we not leveled earlier.
That brings it up to 728 for me.
Same.
I'm gonna look at the group. I used the potion back there after getting hit with that spear. I think we all have two, don't we? Do you mind if I take that to replenish my lost one?
Ezrin shrugs and kind of gives the go-ahead motion.
I look at Hal and Valerie.
Oh, go ahead.
Sure, of
Ah.
course.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I begin to
Yes,
wrap
this-
Cairo in nice silks.
Oh,
Put a toga
my
on him.
luck.
It's actually
My-
folded on like a bolt, like it's like a whole like very nicely coiled piece of like a thing of silk, like a full bolt of it that could be sold like a shop or something.
Oh,
So you're like
Hal,
it's like, you know, saran wrapping someone off the roll. That's what it would look like.
Hal, I gotta say, my wife, God rest, Saren Ray rest her soul, would have loved this, but it's not really my sort of thing. Maybe we can sell it.
Also, all the kobolds in this room are wearing that same sort of like eggshell necklace that you saw earlier.
Ooh, that means something.
So this kobold, like after like upholding his and telling you about the boss, and he just starts like kind of like stepping towards the door, and he says, "I go now, cause no trouble."
No.
No,
Which
That was the deal.
which door?
No.
Which
It's
door
not
is he
really a
walking to?
door, but he points towards this like opening in the north side of the room.
Isn't that where the boss is? Didn't he say the boss was up there?
Yes. What are you
No,
asking about?
We're not letting him up there where the
No,
boss is.
he's pointing you there, but he's moving towards this door in the south side of the room.
Southern one?
He's walking towards this door, but he's pointing you towards the north door. Like he doesn't want to like die.
Well, I mean, if we agreed to let him go, Val, we should go with him, see where that door leads, just make sure there's nothing else coming from that direction. But I'm down to take some sort of rest in here before we get in there and fight whatever this thing is.
Just
Good.
take a nap,
I'll-
mate. And then Ezrin gestures towards beds.
Yeah.
I am a bit sleepy, but I'm not gonna sleep in their beds.
Talking to the kobold.
I'm talking to all y'all. I'm not. We just killed him. That just feels wrong.
I do not. I don't have plans for killing him. I just before we let him go, is everyone satisfied with the information that he's given us?
Yeah, I
You can
mean,
still ask more. Like, are there any more kobolds coming in, or is this the entire party?
Well, he said a new powerful ally. I mean, what are we walking into? What are we walking into? Who is his?
Yeah, I pick up plates from the table and I say, "How many are with your boss?" And I hold up one plate and I say, "Boss," and I put it on the ground. And then I point towards the north. And then I hold the other plate and I say, "How many more?"
Why don't you make me a diplomacy check?
Oh shit, I'm actually good at that. Let's see if the dice think so as well. Yeah, 17.
So he before he answers, he says, "If I answer truthfully, then I may go."
I look at Valerie. I give her a nod. I mean, we don't have any reason to kill this thing.
I really do not want to kill him anymore. I don't like people groveling.
Oh, I point out. I wait for the information, but I'm gonna say something to him after.
Okay. He says, "One boss, two bodyguards,
Two
and
bodyguards. Powerful friend.
and powerful friend." But powerful friend is not with boss.
Where's
Powerful friend
powerful
has own house.
Where? Point where?
He points in the same like northern direction, but further.
Further in. Good to know. Good to know. I point a finger right in his little lizard face. I say, no more fish. No more
Uh,
fish.
Well, I'm sorry. I do what boss says.
No more fish.
No
You
more.
wanna
No
you
more
wanna
fish.
go? No more fish. You eat whatever else you want. No more fish. And then in the next couple weeks, we hear about all the dogs and cats dying in the village.
So also, like as you say this in like south, you see a giant mermaid fountain that's like spinning, and the gears are like grinding.
Oh shit!
It's spinning around the
Oh,
room, and all the water of the fountain is like missing now, and it's just like the whole room is covered in like water, and the statue looks like it's basically run out of water, but it's still like functioning.
Spinning.
It's still
Okay.
spinning, but it's not actually doing anything anymore.
I look at Hal and I say, we can actually check it now because all the water's gone. But yeah, Val, I think we have information about what we're coming up against. I feel like that's good.
You see him like as he's moving like kind of toward the fountain, you see his eyes kind of go wide at like all the like glittering treasure like in the fountain, and he kind of like
no, that's
yeah, you can
ours.
see he's doing the calculations in his head,
No.
but he does not like his odds, so he just like scurries like around the room and begins like kind of
As he runs away. No more fish.
no more fish, promise, only cats and dogs.
Oh shit. I'm sure that will come back to bite me in the behind.
If you do want to step south and look at the
Yeah.
thing, there are some coinage like sitting in the fountain.
Yeah, let's really quickly loot and stuff. I know we don't have a lot of time. I don't know if we want to take a break before we go into the next encounter, but
I think we're
let's
gonna take our
really-
break before we go to the next encounter.
Yeah. Let's loot real quick, get that stuff done, and
So,
then prepare
in
for
the
the
fountain,
next encounter.
28 copper,
Nice.
8 silver, and 2 gold.
I take the gold pieces, I cut them in half. I give one to each. No, I'm just kidding.
that's all right. You could keep it. I could live without it. 2 gold.
Same.
Yeah, and did you guys want to take a break? But like your characters, do you want to like rest up before you go into the next room, or what's the?
Yeah, maybe get a little bit of health back, but I can patch people up after an hour.
Resource wise, how you guys doing?
I'm pretty
Fine.
low. Yeah, I use some spells. I've only got one heal left. One heal left and one spell left. I used.
So I kind of already told you guys there's 2 more fights in this kind of module. So you can either take a rest now before the next 2 fights, or you can do one more fight and then take a rest going to the next fight.
I feel like taking a rest after this next fight is good for me.
I have no preference.
Rest like long rest?
Yeah, like take like an 8-hour break before you go in if you guys feel like you need it, right?
Let's do this next fight and then take a long rest before the powerful fight.
Good with that.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
that's what we'll do. Let's at this point, let's take our personal player break. We're doing great. Like it's 8:47, so let's take let's take a 10-minute break. So, go ahead and stretch your legs, get some water, whatever you guys need to do to rest. And we'll come back in 10 minutes, so like 8:57, and we'll finish off the last 2 fights in the end of this module. In my head, I'm like, yeah, we're halfway, and we're halfway, but we're not. We're 2/3 of the way through our session, and we're halfway. So
Interesting.
right?
How much silver and copper was that again? Sorry, I totally missed it.
Copper, 8 silver.
Okay, so that would be 2 silver to each of us, and then 7 copper to each of us.
Yep.
Is it 10 silver for 1 gold here?
I think so. I'm
Nice.
not actually entirely sure. But anyways, let's start the break now. We'll come back in 10 minutes. If you're watching at home, don't go anywhere. We're about to come to the exciting conclusion of Menace under Otari, face the Menace, and we have a special announcement coming up at the end of the video, at the end of the session. So don't go anywhere. I hope you stick around. See you guys. welcome back to the Menace under Otari. We are very shortly about to face the actual Menace under Otari, and I'm excited to see how that goes. So when we last finished, you guys finished off the kobold, you let the one go. You guys ransacked a little bit of the room. The other thing that's weird is there's like this painting and this Baltic silk, which is like very like awkward to carry around. So like you can just like set it here and come back for it on your way out, I suppose, unless someone's actually just like carrying a painting around.
I fix it to the front of my shield.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
The next time you use that shield, rip. Did we need to take? Did you need to take any time to heal up? Are you gonna like?
Cairo's gonna just go around and patch everybody up. He's gonna do medicine checks on Ezrin, Hal, and himself. Or not? Yeah. Because Val actually looks pretty good for being a frontline fighter, but you know.
Ezra's
Val-
only losing 2 HP.
Well, if we're taking an hour, then we'll be out of the time frame for the first set of heals. So I'll be able to get everyone for an
it's like
exploration heal.
It's like 10 minutes of time per person, right?
Take 10 minutes, but if I have healed them in the last hour, I can't do it again until the next hour.
Yeah, but the last time you healed them was after the Zulgren fight, when you guys spent like 30 plus minutes going into the darkness.
Oh, that's true. That did take some time.
All the previous ones are already erased by now.
Okay, then it'll just be 3 medicine checks and then 2d8 for each person.
Sure. I do like the image of like Valor. Just, I'm gonna hold the line, like jumps in and like gets surrounded by all of them and just cuts them down. That was pretty awesome.
She's a beast.
In fact, because of that epic moment, why don't you take a hero point?
Yay! Thank you.
I think you also spent a hero point. So what even is that?
Yeah.
Ezrin gets 10. Hal gets 4 because I rolled poorly, and then I get 13.
Okay. That should be enough to top everyone up.
Yeah, I think we're all back to max.
Okay. So as you guys know, you're heading into this next room, which has been told for you guys that this is like kind of like the final boss or whatever. Not the final boss, but the like kobold boss. What are you guys like? What are your exploration actions coming into this? Your shield? Are you scouting? Like, you tell me what actions you guys are taking.
I would like to take the tried and true defend exploration activity, please.
Perfect.
Yeah, Cairo's going to do the same thing.
Okay, so you guys are both shield at the ready. Start the combat with your shield raised. No problem.
I'm going to be sneaking up. What's the quiet? Avoiding notice.
Okay, so you're doing the avoiding notice, and Ezrin.
She will take up the detect magic mantle.
Okay. So as you're moving into this next room, I think actually you probably would get a sense of magic as you move into the next room. You have to be feet of it, but like as you kind of move into the next room, not from here actually. No, you don't get any sense of magic as you're kind of moving to the next room. So what's your guys' marching order?
I would be in the front.
Oh, okay.
Sneaking
Are
along.
you doing... Okay. Cairo's going to be right next to Valerie if he can be, or behind her? If we needed like a single line marching order, he would be behind Valerie.
It doesn't have to be a single line. You can do 2 by 2.
Oh, okay. I'll go next to Hal then.
So how you were doing your I'm gonna allow you to start this next initiative roll with whatever stealth you roll here for your like hidden stealthing. So give me a stealth roll that's your initiative, just so we have that on the chart and see if they don't notice you, and B, you can use your stealth to start combat.
So say that again. Just give me a initiative with stealth instead.
Do an initiative with stealth. I'll put it on the chart. It's gonna do a dual purpose as your initiative for combat and also for your sneaking in.
Whoa.
26. So you move up completely unnoticed.
Huh. Oh yeah, there it is. Very nice. I'm gonna reload roll 20 real quick. It's starting to slow down on me.
Yep. Okay. So as you move into this chamber, and like you see like your light kind of catches this large pit. There's two of these kobolds that are flanking like either side of the pit. They have their weapons. Let me see what weapons do they actually have. Come on. Looks like they've got like their short sword like at the ready. They're kind of on each side of the pit in like a defensive sort of posture. And up on this ledge, kind of behind them, is this big, large throne. And there's a kobold just sitting in the throne, like sitting there, kind of with its fingers like going across each other. And you guys move in here. A gaping pit opens in the floor in the center of this large natural chamber. On the far side, a ledge over that looks entirely out of place for this room. A regal kobold wearing an oversized crown made of fish bones sits atop the throne. So let's see, I can share the handout for what this person looks like. They have a little crown out of fish bones, makeshift.
Aw.
Yeah, and then you say "ah," and then it like thrusts its little like scaly finger right at you, and in like kobold common mismatch, it yells, "Kill the intruders!" And yeah, everyone go ahead and give me an initiative roll. You guys are all rolling with perception. Hal already rolled with stealth.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Kobold Scout is going to roll with perception. And then the boss is going to roll with perception.
Steve, is there Sirenscape on?
There is, but I'm not subscribed, so I don't have the
Oh,
ability
okay.
to share any sounds with you guys anymore.
No worries.
Yeah, and I wasn't gonna resubscribe just for the like 2 sessions we were gonna do it. So I'm sorry.
Totally fair.
I am playing it for our VOD at least. So,
Oh, nice. I will
but
listen to it there.
yeah, you players will not get to hear it live, unfortunately. Okay, so first up, so there is this is kind of like a weird thing where I was looking up the rules. Oh, actually, I didn't go back to it. So I was looking up the rules for how jumping works, and they're different from how the beginner's handbook calls jumping over this pit. So if you guys want to jump over this pit for any reason during this fight, you can. However, it is specifically called out as being let me just see. I accidentally closed the handout.
Hard as F.
Yeah, I mean, with the leap action, it should only take one action to do it, and you wouldn't even need to make a check. But here, it specifically says to jump over this pit, you have to spend 2 actions and attempt a DC 15 athletics check to jump across the pit. And if you fail, you fall into the pit.
Oh my god.
So they made it harder for some reason. I guess just it's a harder pit. I don't know.
Yeah, I
So
think
just
it's wider.
yeah, I think it's just a little wider. Yeah. So just know if you want to jump over the rules for it. So sneakily, like you letting the rest of your party take all the vision and you moving up sneakily, Hal, you are unseen by everyone, and you get to go first. So
Okay.
everyone is flat-footed against you.
I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
Okay. Go ahead. It has the flat-footed condition. Nine's gonna miss. Unless you want to use your hero point.
Yes, I will.
Okay. And don't forget, we still have those elemental where you can fly for 1 turn, or you can like activate and get extra melee damage for a turn or something like that.
Call of the Earth and Call of the Wind.
Yeah, so don't forget about those options too. So hero point it is, Hal. Come on, we're 1 for 1. Let's make it 2 for 2. Perfect. That
Let's
changes a
go.
miss into a hit. So you'd get sneak attack damage. So that's 10 total.
Yep.
It's still up, but it hurt it quite a bit. So that was one action.
I will
You step out of the shadows to do that, and now everyone sees you.
move back, stride back over here, and I
Uh-huh.
would like to hide again.
Yep. Go ahead and make that stealth roll. All right. Ezrin.
Ezrin is going to step forward and fire off a ray of frost on this fellow right here.
Go for it.
And this one. 21 to hit.
21
Damn.
hits. 7
for
cold
7
damage.
cold.
Nice.
All right. Combination of your cold damage and Hal's thing. You hit it with the ray of frost, and it like solidifies in the ice and kind of tumbles over and falls down into the pit, and it's dead.
Oh, that's gross. And that's my turn.
All right. Cairo.
Oh shit, it's me. I was not prepared. Kyle's gonna take a stride action. He's already got his shield up. Not like it mattered though. And
Yeah,
5,
you
10,
beat them in
15.
initiative. Yeah. Okay.
20. And then can I 25? Can I do that?
I mean, I think so.
Is that possible?
Where did you start?
I was behind Ezra.
Yeah, it's 25.
All right, that's what I thought. All right. Actually, you know what? He's not gonna do that. He's not good at what I was about to do, but he is gonna lean over to Valerie with a free action and say, "Hey, remember earlier when I shoved that kobold out of the out of cover?
Yeah.
Why don't you grapple that kobold and just throw him in the hole,
If all right, I will
or
try to
just
reach
kind
him.
of just kind of knock him in there? Maybe I'm gonna go up the other way and make my way towards and kind of block the area, and see if I can stop that leader from doing any damage to us." So Cairo is actually gonna go up to this guy, but he's gonna chill touch him with his second. Oh wait,
Okay.
chill touch is 2 actions, isn't it?
Usually the spells are 2.
Yeah, it is 2 actions. Damn it. All right, then just to be a dick, he's gonna go up to there with his stride. He's gonna what kind of weapons do these kobolds have?
They have crossbows strapped to their backs, but they're holding
Mhm.
short swords.
They're holding short swords. Okay. What is this this dude in the same for him? Crossbow and short sword?
This one's holding a staff,
Mm.
like almost like the picture on the thing it shows you is like this axe, but like per the character sheet, it's just like a staff, like wearing a crown, holding a staff, sitting on the throne.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
They also all have sharp claws and stuff. You know, they can claw at you.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Then move up and man, I wish I just had more I could do. Uh, yeah, just raise my shield and
Okay.
forgo my last action.
Valerie.
Heeding Mr. Cairo's advice, I would like to, for my first action, I'm going to stride towards this fella right here, grab
Okay.
him by the scuff, and then for my second action, I'll try to drop him into this pit.
Okay, so the one thing I would say to grapple or shove and stuff, you need to have a free hand.
Mm,
So you'll need to put your sword away with an action or drop it on the floor to attempt this.
dang.
There are
dang.
feats and stuff that allow you to do it with your shield, but unfortunately you don't have those feats.
I should have done it.
That
I
is
have a free
unfortunate.
hand open.
To grapple, you need to have a free hand. Let me see, shove. Unless you have a weapon that has as like one of the traits on the weapon, and I know the longsword doesn't have that.
Yeah.
No. All right. That's unfortunate. Well
Yeah.
then,
Sorry.
I'll just no. I'll just
It would
attack
be
him with
really
my.
cool. You can do it. You just gotta drop your sword on the ground right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you stride up, drop with the free action, drop your sword on. You now have a,
Yeah.
and then yeah, you're gonna make an athletics check.
All right. against this kobold?
Yeah, well, this kobold has a
Oh,
DC that's set.
shit.
That's a
How's-
natural 20.
how's a natural 20?
Well, so you make a success, you can move it, you can push it. It's Fortitude, because you make it a save against this Fortitude DC 15. So 28 is a critical success. So you can basically push it up to 10 feet and like also like follow it up. Like if you push it back 10 feet, follow it up with your critical success. But since you are instead like throwing it into the pit, you can just like just easily enough just careen this thing into the pit.
Yes, that's badass.
Okay, so this pit is called out as it's a 20-foot deep pit. So the kobold falls down. He takes 10 damage as he falls all the way to the ground.
Nice.
Doesn't kill it, but he's now like at the top of the pit. You're looking down. He's laying prone at the bottom of the pit, 20 feet down, just like on his back. So he's like prone.
All right, perfect. And then for my last action, I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay.
Do you want to pick up your sword?
After this one.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know what this lady's gonna do.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we have no idea what this thing's going to do. That's a
Yeah.
great point.
Okay. In anger on its turn, the boss like points like the staff at you and starts like cursing in some kobold things. And you watch as it's saying these words, there's some like this swirling glowy orbs kind of appear around the staff, and it casts magic missile on you, Valerie.
Ooh.
So magic missile.
Automatically hits, right?
Yes. So it uses all 3 actions to do 3 missiles. So each missile deals 3 damage. So that means an automatic 9 damage to you.
Oh,
Okay.
It's 9 damage combined. I don't think like what
it's
is
just physical attacks.
so this would not be able to like your shield would not be able
No, I
Mhm.
won't be able to block it.
Okay. So it's 9 force damage.
Okay.
And that's its turn. It uses all 3 actions to cast magic missile. This kobold scout at the bottom of the pit, he's like laying down there. So like what he does is he like takes his short sword and like kind of puts it away on its belt, and then it tries to use its action to climb out of the pit. It's
I
got
think it's an action to stand up, isn't it?
it is, yeah. It's an action to stand up, an action to put his thing away. He's gonna one action climbing up this pit, which is not
Nice.
enough to make it all the way up. Even if he's
Mm-mm.
unless I guess maybe if he gets a critical success.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe.
But I don't. Let me see. No, he got a like a critical fail, so he starts. He starts
like that.
I guess it's not a critical fail. He got a 6 and the DC was 15, so it's just a fail. So he's basically not able to make any progress, and he's still stuck at the bottom of the pit trying to climb up. All right, Hal.
All right, I will sneak out. 1, 2, 3, and I will try to shoot this guy right here.
He's at the bottom of a 20-foot deep pit.
Oh,
I don't
he
think you can
is?
see him from where you are.
I will try to shoot this guy right here.
Yeah, you can definitely see the boss like on the throne. So for most people, this boss is in dim light, and it'd be very hard to hit, and there'd be a flat check just to see if you could hit. But since you're the elf, you have low light vision.
Yes,
I think it's low light vision. Is that what it's called?
it is.
You can see in dim light as if it was bright light, so there's no flat check for you on this.
Get him.
And I will.
And your stealth from last turn was a 28, right?
It was.
You're definitely
really
hidden from this
high.
thing. Well, you need to make a stealth roll as you step out of cover as well. I think that's what the rules are.
Yep.
So make another stealth as you
I
come out
will
of cover
Sneak out.
to like sneak. Right? Yeah. Yeah.
1,
No
2,
problem. You
3.
beat its passive perception.
And I will shoot my arrow, pew pew, and shoot terribly.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh,
It just like bounces off the throne right next to it. Like the arrow's like. Boom.
And then I will stride over here. And that is my turn.
Okay. Ezrin.
All right. So Ezrin will step on forward. And
So for you though, this guy, he's in dim light. So if you target the boss with any kind of effect, there will be a flat check.
15.
Yeah, then that beats the flat check. No problem.
Let me double check the range on this. 30 feet. Okay. Let's just do.
I think the DC is it's like just a 5+ to hit in dim light or something like that.
Days.
A DC 5 flat check. Yeah, so easy. Okay, so it has to make a will save.
Plus 4 mental damage.
Right, so will save 13, which is a fail, but not a critical fail.
No.
So 4 psychic damage or mental damage? Mental damage, okay.
And that's it.
All
right, Cairo.
My MAGA dress.
Cairo, feeling pretty damn useless, but he's gonna take a. He's gonna ready in action, to if the thing gets to the lip, he's gonna kick it in the face. So an unarmed strike.
Okay.
And that's 2 actions to ready in action, right?
Yes, it's 2 actions to hold your action.
Yep. So before he does that, he raises his shield and then he gets his left foot ready to kick the thing in the face.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
All right, Valerie.
Ooh, tricky. All right. Oh, sorry. Okay. So for my first action, I'm gonna pick up my shield.
Sword.
Sword. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I pick up my sword, and seeing that my comrades have this scout kobold handled, I will yell out, "I am going to her," and then I'll use a sudden charge. So that's 2 actions.
Okay.
Um,
She gets
Hell
a
yeah.
stride twice.
yeah, and then since I've reached them,
But you can't. There is like a cliff in front of it, right?
Oh, I'm using the stairs.
Right. Yeah, you have enough movement. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, it's
Because
like
you have 50 feet of movement, right?
yeah.
So it takes
Yeah.
45, but you're able to get there.
Yes, and then so I get to hit her.
Yes, you do.
That's dope as hell.
That is a really cool ability.
With my longsword for 26
Oh shit.
That hits.
slashing damage,
Yes, that hits.
and that's all of my actions.
Okay.
Shoot her. Shoot her.
The
Oh, wait.
kobold boss gets to go
Question.
next.
Sorry, see. But since my sword is lighting up, does that mean the rest of them have like full visibility on her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't have because you don't have the dim light on him anymore. It's
Yeah,
just bright light for
it's-
So
everyone
no
else.
one
it's
needs
definitely
like
clear
a
up
check
there.
now, right? Okay.
Nope.
Perfect.
No, yeah, that's
Yep.
amazing. Well done.
Yeah. Very good. And then so I'm kind of surprised this kobold does not have the sort of like scurry away ability that the other ones do with the bonus. So I think what he does is he spends 5 feet to step back away from you, which doesn't trigger any opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then with her action, she like reaches out with her staff and like points it at you, and she casts fear on you.
Oh.
Okay. Is that a fortitude save?
It is
I think it's
a
Will.
Will?
it's a will save, DC 20.
Yeah.
Oh, DC 20? Lord.
Oh no.
17 is a failure, but it's not a critical fail.
failure. Okay.
So you now take the frightened 2 condition.
Okay.
So I think frightened, for every 1 point you have a -1 in DC. So right now you have -2 on everything you do. And then at the end of your turn it reduces by 1.
Okay, got it.
Had you critically failed, you would have been forced to also run away from her.
Oh, okay.
But you are not critically. So that's it.
Ooh.
All right, the Kobold Scout has to spend its turn climbing out of the pit. 1 failure, 1 success, 1 failure. So it's halfway up the side of the pit. Actually,
Mhm. It failed last time. So
yeah, it starts
what's
from the
its
bottom.
climb speed?
It's weird because this is another thing where it's not the rules they teach you earlier about climbing. 5 feet, a success is 5 feet, right? And then here it says the pit's 20 feet deep, but then it says that you need 2 successes to get out. Like, why would they change the rules?
Huh.
Anyway, he has a 20-foot pit. He's 5 feet up the side of it.
Okay.
How? If you're gonna teach us rules, we're gonna follow the goddamn rules.
I hear that.
Here.
It says you have to like succeed 2 athletics checks and out of this pit, but it goes against all the rules we learned about climbing earlier. So I'm sticking with the rules we know.
Okay.
So speaking of rules, can I sneak out
So-
here?
Yes, you can.
I want to sneak. Not too good.
14. Okay.
I said the same thing. I want to
Yeah,
shoot at
that-
this guy.
Yeah, looking at that though, like it's this wall. Like you can see the token, but the wall is like you're going right through the wall, so
Oh,
it's gonna
like a
have quite.
pillar.
It's gonna have quite a bit of like coverage from your shot. It's gonna get a decent amount.
I will
Unless you can find
still
some way to
shoot
get
it.
around the pillar. Okay, go ahead. You did not pass its passive perception. So if you can see, yeah, no, sorry, you miss. It just plunges. You hit the throne last turn, and this turn.
Did you mess with
will
your sound getting at all, Steve? Because some of your words are
move.
getting cut off.
I haven't changed anything. No.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah, it cuts off for me too.
Huh.
Same.
I wonder what's going on with that. That's weird.
It's his attack and compression. He's getting excited.
I mean, voice
Hmm.
mod had an update right before the stream,
Mm.
so there's a chance something changed
Mm.
there. But I didn't purposely change anything.
That's my turn.
Okay. Did you sneak to hide?
No, because I shot an
You
arrow,
broke-
which makes me observed.
Right. So you moved out, shot, and then what'd you do with your last action? Just stride?
Strided back, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ezrin.
This figure is in bright light, and this is the last one, so I am going to use Magic Missile as 3
Oh,
actions.
teach it a lesson.
Let's
Damn.
go.
All right.
So 3
What?
force damage. Wait. Yes.
Yeah, 3 force damage
So
per
9
dart.
total.
Yeah. Why does it give critical? There's no such thing as
That's
criticals.
weird,
for that
right?
spell. It's just a standard
Thing.
spell template, right?
Mhm.
All right.
Hmm.
9 damage hurts it quite a bit, but it is not quite down.
That was 3 actions, and that will be my turn.
That's true. Cairo.
Kyle's gonna do the same thing. Gonna hold up his shield, and then he's gonna get ready to kick that thing in the face if it gets on the edge of the platform. Thank you very much. That's my turn.
I would say that it's actually you're sitting here, you look over, it looks like it's climbing the side, so you're just gonna need to go around to like get the boot ready on the other side.
Yeah. So the other side, like this side.
Yeah, like that side. Just
Okay. And
you're
I
like
could-
you just like position yourself right over the top of it.
and I'm not even gonna raise my shield because I'm just ready. I'm just ready to kick.
Okay. Well, is that you had 3 actions, right? So 1 to raise your shield, 1. Oh,
But
because you're readying your action.
I had to move. I had to move around, so that's 1 action, and
That's
then
true,
2
that's true.
actions
Okay.
to ready an action, so I can't raise my shield.
Perfect. All right, Valerie.
All right, so I'm frightened.
Yeah. So you just have -2 on all your rolls this turn.
Yeah, it does not mean that you can't move forward. That's
Like
it's
in
not
D&D,
the
it
same.
means
Yeah.
you can't move closer to the source of fear a lot of times. This has nothing to do with that. It's just -2 to everything.
You
Okay.
can still fight through the fear. It's just kind
Yeah.
of affecting you.
All right, so I will. For my first action, I'll stride over here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I really want to get that fucking staff out of her hand, but I'm -2 on my checks. So I will just attack her with my longsword.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
28.
Would be a crit if you were not frightened with a -2, so it's not a
Damn
crit.
it.
But
Mhm.
8 damage is enough to finish it off.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he said it was really hurt from that magic missile.
So you just come around, you do a slash, you're facing your fears, and you just dig through. Like, describe how you like finish off this kobold boss.
All right. So remembering the fear, I go back to the times in the farm when no one else was there and I had to do everything by myself. I push through it because I know I need to stay alive. And then when I hit her with my sword, I would like to initially go through the stomach, like where her belly button would be, and then just slice up through the head. And then when she falls, I'll
Yikes.
grab the staff.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. So the boss is dead. The little kobold that we've, is now trying to climb out of the pit. So, that's a success. So that's 5 feet more. So it's halfway up the pit. Oh, and then it got a 19. So now it's 5 feet from the top.
Oh shit.
And then it got an 8, which is a fail. So it's still 5 feet down.
Oh, dude.
no.
But he's like climbing up, and like you're right there, just 5 feet below you. And it hears like its boss dies, and you just look as it kind of gets this like scared, unsure what to do look on its face. It's just like literally like a fish in a barrel, which is a callback to our fishery quest.
Oh, yep.
Hal.
All right. I'd like to sneak out, see what everybody.
Now
is
you
at.
can see him because he's only 5 feet from the top, so you can now see the kobold because he's like on this side of right in front of Kyra, like climbing up.
And I will pew pew at him.
Yep, go ahead. He is climbing, so he is flat-footed.
That is a
Critical
natural
hit.
20.
Yeah, he's gone.
Nice.
Oh,
Bye, little guy. All right.
Kyra says, I hope he didn't have anything worth getting on him because I'm not climbing down there to check his corpse.
I mean, he had his crossbow and his like short sword, but you're not sure like his corpse. But Valerie, there is a nice little like treasure chest and a nice bed set up here, right next to you that you guys are free to take a look
the
at.
bourgeoisie. I'm gonna take a look at the chest.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'll call Hal. Hal.
Yes, lioness.
Yes, you might like this one. It's
Are there
from
any
the Queen.
traps on them?
I have no idea.
Give me. I think it's just a perception check for that. And you're always looking for traps, anyways, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna take my rope and attach it to something over here, and then since I'm now in darkness because everyone went upstairs, I'm gonna cast light on the rope and climb down
And
it.
that
into
takes
pit.
it off of Valerie's sword, right?
Yep.
Okay. 16. It does not appear to be trapped whatsoever, but it is definitely locked, Hal.
Gotcha.
Kyra, why don't you give me your athletics check as you try to climb down the pit?
Let's see me fall on my ass.
Natural one. Oh,
Nice.
19, not bad. So the DC is lowered, so that is a success.
Okay.
And you get 5 feet down.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was just gonna slide, but sure, we'll do every 5 feet.
That's what the rules call out, right?
All right. So on that last one, I slide down 5 feet.
5 feet.
with that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Take like 2 points of damage.
Damn. Ow. Okay.
Well,
I mean, I'm holding onto the rope.
Yeah, but you fell because you critically failed.
The DC was 15 with a rope?
I guess it was actually, you're right. It was 10 with the rope, so that's not a fault. Just get to the
yeah.
bottom. You can't critically fail, I don't think.
Yeah, that's.
I guess you could if you rolled a natural 1.
Yep, exactly. So he gets down to the bottom. He's just checking the area really quick, grabbing the crossbow and the short sword and everything off there because crossbow might be helpful. And just seeing if there's anything down there. Then he climbs back up.
Yeah, so these guys, like the two that both fell in the pit, neither one actually has anything of the weapons that they were carrying.
Okay, so he grabs 2 crossbows and the bolts and the short swords. And
Just climb out without rolling because I don't feel like having you roll.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And then he climbs back out.
Yeah, so for defeating this, you guys all get 100 experience, by the way.
Woo!
Nice.
Okay. So back to you guys with the chest. Ezra, with your detect magic that you were kind of doing earlier, there's definitely some pings coming like from this area. You can't pinpoint it. Hal, it looks locked, but not trapped.
It is locked. I will try to.
Thank you, Ezra, for waiting for me, making sure I didn't die down there alone.
Ezrin bows her head.
I would like to try to unlock it
Sure. Give me that thievery check.
It's 25.
Not an issue. You are able to finagle this lock and pop it. No problem. And so the lid like creaks open. There's like a cut to the camera as like the kobold boss is lying there dead with a key like tied to its belt. But Hal like pops it.
It's funny that the priest is the only one who checks bodies.
The check to open this was actually 25. So you
Nice.
so here's the treasure you guys find: a silver bracelet with a fish pattern, a very old map that looks to be depicting some sort of strange looking dungeon, a sword that has like a dwarven face carved into the hilt, and the sword seems to be eternally smoking, a wand,
Ooh. That's really
2 healing potions, and a hat.
All right, I take the hat, put it on my head, hand the fish thing to Cairo, the wand to Ezrin, and to Valerie I hand the sword, and I take 1 healing potion for myself and give 1 to Cairo.
Oh, thank you.
Was there anything
So
else?
that was all that was in there. There was not actually, surprisingly, there's no actual like so I'll go ahead and tell you guys like what you got. So the hat is actually a hat of disguise.
Oh, nice.
So you can add that to your character sheet, or maybe not, but you have that as an item on you now, which allows you to cast disguise for 1 minute. You can like illusion disguise yourself. The sword is actually a magical sword called the Smoking Sword.
Nice.
So it's a +1 longsword,
Ooh,
and anything you hit actually takes 1 extra fire damage.
Whoa.
damn.
And you can use an action to like light it with flames to deal an extra 1d6 fire
Oh,
damage
that's
Oh,
badass.
once per 10 minutes.
If you do that when we're in a dungeon, I don't even need to cast light on your sword.
Oh, yeah.
But it only lasts for like 1 turn every 10 minutes.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting. Okay.
See,
That's
until
really
the
cool,
end of your
though.
turn, the blade deals an extra 1d6 fire damage, and then after you action,
Yeah,
the
that's awesome.
wand, the wand is a wand of healing or a wand of heal.
Ooh.
So that means you can cast like the spell heal with it. You can so wands in general, you can cast once per day safely, and then you can push it and try to like cast a second spell, but you have to roll a flat check, and if you fail, the wand is destroyed. If you succeed, you cast an extra spell, but the wand's broke, and then you got to spend crafting time to heal it. But you now have a wand of heal at your disposal.
Do you need to have that on your like be able to cast that type of magic to be able to use it, or can anybody use the wand?
No, anyone can use it, I believe.
All right, cool.
For
And
like a
then-
spell like heal, you get to choose how many actions you spend on the heal, just like the regular heal.
Oh, very cool.
You just have to have the wand in your hand, so you can like draw it and have it in your hand to use it.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then what's the fish thing that I was handed?
Oh, it's just a silver bracelet with a fish pattern that's worth 5 gold.
Oh, cool. I'll add that to my sheet. And then also the map of the strange dungeon.
Yeah, there's no. I think it's just a hook for like continuing on like adventures and stuff. But yeah, it seems that you guys have defeated the kobolds at least. So yeah, they're all wearing that same sort of eggshell necklace, but the one thing here, like atop the chest, actually, it wasn't in the chest. I guess maybe it was like kind of hidden behind. So somebody pulls it out and looks. There is a large, it's almost 2 feet tall, ivory with very thick green veins running through it. Very similar to the small pieces you've seen on all the kobolds' necks.
Hmm.
And although it's not entirely clear what was inside, there are large claw marks bigger than any kobold could have made down the side of the shell.
Point a finger up and say, "Wait a minute, we're missing that water thing from the the shrine area where the earth and we got those blessings, and then there was the fire going haywire, but the water one was missing, right? Maybe it was this shell, and wherever they pulled it in here and got something out of it, and that's probably the thing they're talking about.
That makes
Maybe.
absolute sense.
You do notice
Could-
too at the top of this throne room, looking to the east side of the room, that it's like the caverns seem to go deeper, leading into like more unexplored area. You know you've defeated the boss and the two bodyguards, but you have yet to encounter what they kept referring to as their special new friend.
We should come
I
back.
think this is a good point to take a like rest.
Mm-hmm.
So as part of that, let's take the rest. We'll like fast forward. Do you guys want to like camp here in the throne room?
Yeah, it's a
Sure.
good
Yeah.
idea.
There's a bed, and there's bed's one room back, just straw cots, right?
Yeah, Cairo's gonna go through and grab all the necklaces for all the on all the kobolds, and get them all together and bring them back to the show. And then, yeah, this is a good spot to camp.
Yeah. So go ahead and take the long rest. Get your resources back. Your spell slots would all come back. The only person that took any damage that fight was like Valerie. So, you know, you're probably like go ahead and just. I think during downtime you would heal based on your constitution, like a rest, but like Cairo can heal you with the medic kit, like no problem. So
Yeah.
it's not even an issue.
And I didn't even heal her last time, so I'll just roll that right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say just for the sake of time, just go ahead and put yourself to full hit points, anyways.
Okay.
You can roll it just to see what you roll, but there is this sort of like montage as you guys sit around looking into the next room, and I would imagine somebody would peek at what was up ahead, and the next room over appears to be some sort of mushroom grotto with like dim, like the mushrooms are like bioluminescent and kind of putting off a small glow in that room.
Yep. So I succeeded in the medicine check.
Okay.
All right.
So 8 hours passes as you guys sit down here, trade stories, you know. Let's like 2 minutes and tell me what you guys would what would your character be doing in this like sort of like nighttime encampment. You guys, you know, you've defeated all the kobolds, at least you defeated the leader, you've kind of come through. You guys have done a pretty good job, but like it's very clear that the amount of fish that are missing does not get accounted for. Like something down here must be eating a lot of fish with as much fish has been missing.
Yeah, must be this creature.
So-
I'll try to grab the crown from the queen's head
Yeah, you can take the crown.
for
That
Tammy
Tammy, I think her name
Tanderville.
was. Oh, you're gonna give So yeah, the name of the boss was like, but you could take the crown for Tammy. But like so like theoretically your quest could be done, but this is the call of real adventurers. Like, do you put on and face whatever's in the next room, or do you want to go home and just report that your mission's a success?
Nah, we going all the way.
Yep.
So how does that conversation go down? Like, does anyone object, or is everyone just like in it for the glory?
I look to everyone and then I say, I've never began anything and not finish it. I feel like our business still is unfinished. I'm really curious about this other thing that the little kobold mentioned earlier. Oh, it's the fire boss?
No. The fireballs was you had the little fire elementals coming out of it, and then we got the blessings from the wind and the earth, but the water one was missing. Remember, there was the hole in the wall, and there was a bunch of water, but
Right.
but there was nothing there, right? So I'm thinking we had a sphere of fire, we had a sphere of earth, we had a sphere of wind, right? Maybe this shell was the water one, and water was coming out of it, and whatever these things connect to, something came through it after they brought it in here, and that's their new companion.
Right.
Powerful ally or whatever they say.
Kyra, I'm curious. After seeing all this rotten fish, would you still like to eat fish?
I mean, not this fish, but I mean that's why I'm seeing it all the way through. They're clearly feeding fish to this creature, and I have to say there's a bit of hesitation there when I think about as someone else who loves fish maybe as much as me, and that's why we're taking them down. But I don't know. This doesn't seem right.
Are you not turned away by all the stink that's surrounding us
Oh no,
right now?
it smells awful. But
Right.
it's not going to dissuade me from eating well made, well prepared, beautifully buttered and breaded fish, which is what
I,
Tammy makes.
that's true.
Look, I gotta just tell you, um,
Hmm.
my wife, Sarah Ray, rest her soul, uh, she passed along with my kids, and
Oh, I'm
the
sorry.
last meal that she made for us before they died was fish. So I feel like whenever I eat fish, it kind of helps me remember them and not the way they died, but the way they lived.
Mm.
And I've been traveling for a while, and then I found this here town, and yeah, I just it's a beautiful thing. I'm trying to protect memory of mine, so no, just some rotten fish by these creatures, and whatever creature they're feeding not going to dissuade me from my connection to
To your family.
yes.
Well, that's very nice, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh no, it's okay. It was a long time ago. I know I'm old for the adventuring sort, but my kids, they were grown, and it's kind of when I found my faith.
Right.
Uh, so that's why I'm out here, and I'm with all you now, and we seem to be doing well. I appreciate you listening to me whenever I give you some advice in the heat of combat, but so far it's worked out pretty well. So I'm feeling good about this group.
I mean, it's worked out. It's good advice. Thank you for having faith in me when I came in and just surrounded myself with all those kobolds.
I'm not gonna lie, I was terrified as hell for you. But yeah, every swinging your sword just toppled another enemy. So you were right. Faith in you and in your decisions. I will. I will from here on out. I trust you.
Oh, thank you. How about I look to Hal and Ezrin. How about you both? What ended how did you find yourselves here? This small town.
Lived here.
You
And
live here.
Ezrin shrugs. Not much to talk about.
Curious. You don't talk much, Ezrin.
No, not much to talk about.
That's very curious to me. Usually it's the quiet ones that hold a lot inside. And then I look at Hal as well. You two. You're quiet as well, Hal.
That is the gift of uh, one like me. You try to be as quiet as possible. Um, and sometimes that works, sometimes it does not work. Um, I feel too many words ruins a moment. I am here because life in the big city was a little too hectic, and I needed to move out to the suburbs to enjoy the day more than I did in the past. Um, but it got a little too quiet, so I'm glad I'm found Cairo, even though he loves the fish, and don't tell him he smells like fish. Um,
Oh,
but but uh, you know, I mean, I'm trying to make my way, but not down in the big city.
there's a calm with in the quiet.
Calm before the storm, of course.
Hmm. Well, thank you everyone for keeping me alive.
Yeah, so I think you guys have this like moment. You guys are kind of bonds for the first time, and the whole watch. In order for 4 characters to take a long rest, it takes 10 hours and 40 minutes, which each person take a 2-hour 40-minute watch. In order, because in Pathfinder you need 8 hours of actual rest and not like 6 hours of rest and 2 hours of light activity like D&D. So with 4 characters, it takes 10 hours and 40 minutes to get through a long rest. And so
Damn,
you guys are all like rested and ready for what awaits you deeper in the Mushroom Grotto. So as we move into the next room, please tell me your guys' exploration activity.
I'm going
Steve,
to
I'm sorry.
avoid notice.
Okay. What was that,
I have
Nina?
a question. What type of weapon is the smoking sword? Would
Oh.
I believe it's a
trained?
longsword.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, you can on Roll20, you can go to the little compendium thing, search for smoking sword, and then add that to your inventory on your character sheet, and it'll just populate everything for you.
I did. Oh, so I guess I'm untrained in it. Okay.
No,
Well,
it's a longsword. I just looked. It says it's a +1
Yeah.
magic longsword. So
In your inventory, what is there a symbol next to the item?
Yeah, I clicked it.
Okay, if you click it and it's white, you unequipped it.
No, yeah, it's blue.
It's blue? Okay, then you need to
Mhm.
move it over into your held items area.
there's the
Held
held items there. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a worn items
it
and a
is.
held items. The
It
smoking
is.
sword?
Yeah.
Then it
Yeah.
should show up under melee strikes. You might need to unequip your other weapon, maybe.
Oh no, I mean like I'm
It's
equipped with it. I can click it and like attack.
you
But
just seeing that it's lower. You don't get any bonus to it. That seems wrong.
yeah, it just says that I'm untrained in it. So instead of like a plus
Instead of
10, like my other weapons, I
you
only
should be an
get
expert in martial weapons. Yeah. So go ahead and mark it as an expert
Okay, okay.
instead of
Huh.
untrained.
Thank you.
That's
That
weird.
does seem like a bug.
Yeah, you're definitely trained.
Yeah, you're definitely trained.
Expert.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
No, it's a good catch because that would have been wrong when we were rolling
Oh yeah,
in combat.
definitely.
That was like 6 points.
Yeah, that's a big difference. So
And that's a minimum roll too. Max would be 12, so 13. Max would be 13 points of regular damage. Well, 12 and then 1 fire.
all right, so we
Yeah.
have Hal is moving, avoiding detection as we move into the next room.
Yep.
And the rest of you guys?
I would like to mix it up and do follow the expert.
To try to move in silently as well.
Mm.
Okay.
Do just 2 people need to do that, or does everyone need to do that to make that happen?
Everyone needs to do it.
Oh,
If
Alright.
like if the group's moving silently as a group, then
Let's
yeah.
follow the expert then.
oh
Yep.
okay.
So I think
I think it's the
he has
person
like
with
a
the
special
lowest bonus.
Well, he has a special feat, right?
Oh, that's true.
He
Yeah,
has
check his character sheet.
Yeah. Are you back yet, Rick?
Yes, sir.
No,
Nope.
I'll pop.
Oh, there he
Oh,
is.
you are back. Okay. So seems like the group wants to. So you have that ability called Quiet Allies.
Yes, I have the ability Quiet
I was
Allies.
looking at.
Um.
Drop that in the chat. How's it work?
Alrighty. How do I drop it in the chat? I can't really drop it. Drop it in the chat.
No, yeah, I guess you
drop
can't.
It in the
If you click it, does it drop it?
There you go.
Okay. So you're skilled when you're avoiding notice and your allies. Instead of having everyone make their own with a bonus, you just make one. Whoever has the lowest
Oh.
roll makes it, and that's the group check. Okay. And so follow the expert probably gives you like a bonus of some sort. Right? So follow the expert.
Oh, he still rolls, but he gets the modifier of the lowest.
So it says follow the expert. Skilled character can help out less skilled characters.
Oh, yeah. So he uses my modifier, which is a 0, but he still gets the roll.
Weird. But like, wouldn't following the expert mean you would get some kind of bonus?
Yeah. So the difference is you see how in the under skills there's a modifier and then there's a profession, right? So for stealth, he's probably an expert or trained. and then he's got a modifier from his dex. But my modifier is a 1, so I think that's the lowest in the group.
Yeah, so it says choose an ally attempting your current skill check, and you match their tactic. Thanks to your ally's assistance, you can add your level as a proficiency bonus to associated skill 2. And you get a circumstance bonus based on them. So are you an expert in stealth? Hal?
I am E6 for stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so expert. So you get a +2 from your level. So you would make the lowest stealth check, which is Cairo. Is that the lowest? Who has the
Yeah,
lowest?
I've got a
sneak or
1
stealth?
modifier.
Okay, if that's the lowest, then you would make a stealth check with a +4. So on top of your +1, so a total of +5. And I don't know if you want to who's going to make it. It could either be they don't have access to characters, or you can just roll a flat d20 to do it.
I mean, my mod's 4, so
Well, because you're doing the quiet ally, the whole group boils down to the lowest roll, one roll for the whole group.
yep.
But since you're an expert, you're giving him +4 to whatever he would already roll, right? So we're
So
making a roll with Cairo's stealth with an additional +4, and that's the group moving quietly as a group.
So
So
19.
18?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought it was 1 because
Oh.
my modifier is 1 + 4, so 19.
What did Hal roll?
Oh, he rolled a 4.
Yeah, so you roll the stealth for you, but that's not quite how it works. So your d20 roll plus the 5 bonus that we're giving for Cairo makes the group stealth a 9.
Correct.
Okay. Sorry, I'm so
That's
loud,
how I
everybody.
interpret the roll. Yeah. So, although you could burn a hero point here, Cairo.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yep.
Why don't we just roll a flat d20? You can roll a d20.
Still rolled shitty.
Oh no.
A little better.
No, still terrible. So 10.
So 10 total. Okay. So you begin moving into the next room. Everyone's well. So you go ahead and move your tokens into the next, and wherever position you guys want to be in. Nothing immediately jumps out at you as you enter the room. In this like mushroom grotto, towering yellow mushrooms cover the floor of this vast cave, some reaching over 10 feet in height. They seem to emit a pale light, giving the entire chamber an eerie glow. Shattered remnants of barrels, torn open with their contents nowhere to be seen, lay scattered around the base of the mushrooms. Somewhere off on the far side of the chamber, something stirs, and a faint snarl comes from the shadows. The mushrooms are kind of the mushrooms are kind of blocking your vision, but there's definitely snarling on the other side of the chamber. And you guys can climb the mushrooms, but they're very slippery, and it'd be difficult to do so. So go ahead and prepare yourselves and move yourself into whatever position you want to be. I know you guys are trying to hide, so you guys want to stay right where you are. That's fine. If you want to move a little more, you can into whatever position you think is advantageous.
If we're following Hal,
We'd still have our shield and our swords and your sword out. We just wouldn't be we wouldn't have it raised.
okay.
Yeah. And my rope on my hip is actually providing light.
That's true. Do you want to move the light off back to your token? Because I think it's still on Valerie's token. I guess it would have probably worn off anyway, so you could choose what you put it on.
I'll cast it on Valerie's sword again. I'll touch the smoking blade and be like, please don't turn it on while I'm touching it. Thank you.
Okay. So at this point, just select this. So here comes the Menace under Otari.
Ooh.
Where is this? Oh, here we go. So here's the handout.
What?
Oh.
A bright green dragon leaps in. I'm going to move him back a little bit from where he was.
Yeah.
A bright green dragon leaps into view. And although the beast isn't much larger than you, large, leathery wings and snapping jaws make the hatchling look like an ancient worm. The creature gazes at you with cunning eyes and snorts a cloud of yellow vapor. With a fierce roar, the dragon charges forward to attack. So since you guys were all sneaking, everyone gives me your initiative with stealth.
Oh no. That's gonna be much less for me.
Oh no. Same.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Also selected my token, but interesting.
It didn't do it. Okay. I'll add you manually.
Thank you.
Man, now roll 20 is going slow for me.
Because the dragon scared you.
Oh man, I still rolled pretty good.
Well, you rolled the perception
No,
instead of
I
stealth.
definitely changed it to stealth, but it freaked out.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a roll 20 messing up. Oh, 17, that's still not bad. But not as good as the dragon.
We all
Okay, so leaping out as you guys try to sneak in, you do not manage to get the drop on it. The green dragon gets its turn first, so it roars.
29.
Yeah, 29, man. I got a. Actually, it rolled an 18 and it had plus 11. Yeah, so it rushes forward with it. So, okay, wait. It has a special action. Let me just double check this. So it strides forward and uses an ability called, let's see, Draconic Frenzy. Yeah, so it strides with one action and scurries up. It has 30 feet of fly speed, so it kind of glides towards you, Valerie. And you're expecting to be hidden, but it sees you. It has a 21 passive perception. And charges in you, and it uses an ability called Draconic Frenzy, which allows it takes 2 actions to do, but it gets to make 2 claw strikes and 1 tail strike in any order.
Oh boy.
So it opens up with a tail attack.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 22.
Hits.
So it's 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to take 2 claw attacks. It still gets the multi-attack penalty, the same as it. But the claws are agile. So that's a 27.
Oh Lord, yes.
Rolled a 14. Even with the -5, it's still 27. Sorry, -4. So 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And its third action is a slash it's a 12.
Misses.
Okay. And that's its turn. Cairo.
Cairo was gonna magic your blade up, but you look pretty damn hurt.
Can you put magic weapon on a magic weapon?
It doesn't say.
No.
No.
It's already like a +1
weapon that is unattended or wielded by you.
Yeah, so it already is magical.
So I can't magic it up. Well, that makes that decision for me. Your boy's gonna battlefield some medicine. That's a natural 20.
Very nice.
I
Give you
think
extra healing?
That's a critical success. Yes, I think
It
that's
is.
4d8.
Nice.
Not as good as I wanted. 13.
I will take it.
Still not bad.
13 points of healing. I'm gonna stride with my second action.
So as you stride up, the dragon's going to take a reaction because
Nice.
it has a reaction called Twisting Tail.
Okay.
So as you attempt to stride, he's going to take the action when you're in that square. So before you move, it takes a tail strike at you.
And if I knew it could do that, I would have raised my shield before moving.
Yep. 19.
19 hits.
Okay, so you take 8 bludgeoning damage as the tail whacks you. It has a 10-foot range, so you're actually still back in this that you started in. Actually, it also has a -2 penalty against.
Hold on. Question. Everything's going real slow for me. All
Okay.
right, so by moving in, so I was already in threat range, and I moved further into its threat range.
Yeah,
and
it's not a 5e opportunity. What this says is when a creature within 10 feet uses a move action, which you did,
Mhm.
then the dragon can use its reaction and make a tail strike. So
Okay.
if it hits, which it does, it uses up your action. It stops you from moving with that action.
Okay, that's fine. I move, and that's my turn.
And then you do flank with it, yeah.
Yep, that's my turn. Thank you.
Okay. How?
All right, I'd like to sneak over here.
Okay. You're not technically hidden from it because it was aware of you. Because you guys as a group did not beat its check. Although your stealth coming into this fight was a 13, so it definitely sees you. But you're trying to sneak, right?
Right. So do I roll stealth check
So
to become stealthy?
I mean, you can roll a stealth check, but like, yeah, you know what? Because we already rolled the sneak action can try to make you hidden. So make a stealth check as you sneak. 21 does not beat his passive perception.
All right, I will try to shoot at him with my short bow.
And 16 misses.
Okay, then I will stride 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I can get there. That's my turn.
Okay. Valerie.
All right. So, I mean, I'm already right in front of it. I'm going to hit it with my new sword.
Let's see if it works.
I know. Here we go.
23. It is flat-footed because you are flanking with Cairo.
Yes.
So 23, and then with the 2 penalty, that hits.
Okay, perfect. That's 12 damage.
12 piercing damage. I don't. Let me
Wait,
see.
Where's the one from the
It's at the bottom there. So 12 plus.
Oh yeah, plus the 1 fire, right?
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, not the one
It
that
is
takes
not.
fire, it's the fire dragon.
Yeah, it's not resistant to fire, and it's not resistant to piercing or anything. So that's total of 13 damage.
Perfect. And then I'll take another swing at it.
Okay.
For 19.
19, even with its flat-footed condition, misses.
All right. And then for my third action, I'm going to raise my shield.
Okay. That's your 3 actions, Ezrin.
Magic missile, 3 actions.
Okay, 3 action magic missile. Go for it.
Oh
Ooh,
shit! Max damage.
15.
15
Nice.
damage. That's a solid hit as your missiles. Well, your chickens, right?
Yes. My little force chickens.
So your force chickens beat this giant or hit this giant dragon. That's a lot of damage on it. But that was all 3 of your actions, right?
Yep.
All right. The green dragon gets its turn, so it spins. It's like looking like the missiles hit, the sword hits. It's flanked by Cairo. It like spins. You see it looking right at you, Valerie. You've got your raised, and you watch as it inhales deeply, and it breathes like a large, or just like cone. So it's a 30-foot cone of acid.
Oh, Lord.
Let me see. Is it acid? A 30-foot cone of poison, like a
Ooh.
toxic cloud. So that's going to hit everything in this side, of, like this direction. So it's going to hit
Okay.
Valerie and Ezra, and both you guys get washed over. I need you guys to make reflex saves.
Ooh.
Oh,
The
no.
DC is 24.
Oh, my Lanta.
Oh, so that's a critical fail for Ezra. Do you still have a hero point?
I do, and let's see how badly I roll. 16, so
16 still a fail, but it's no longer a critical fail. Okay, so
Better than it was.
yeah, so Valerie and Ezrin, you both fail, so you both take 14 points of poison damage.
Ow.
And then per the rules, it can't use it can't use its breath again for another 1d4 round. So it rolls a d4, and that's how many rounds it has until it can actually use its
Interesting.
breath again.
Interesting.
Yeah. So instead of like a recharge like 5e, it's just roll a dice, and that's how many. There's also a secondary feature you might get to see, but I'm not sure. Okay, so that using its breath was 2 actions. So it actually still has an action to use. And so as it's breathing on Ezrin and Valerie, it's going to flip to hit you, Kyra. You raise your shield, right?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, you couldn't
And
because it.
yeah, you're still breaking up, so I barely heard you say Cairo's name. But yeah, keep
Really?
going.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on with that?
Yeah. Sounds like a latency.
That's a 15 to hit.
Oh, that
Cairo.
misses. Thank goodness.
Yeah, and that's its turn. So Cairo, it is your turn. I'm gonna adjust my Discord settings.
Cairo looks at Valerie and Ezra and says, "Ezra, I'm gonna heal you. Use the wand to heal Valerie, please."
As
And then
nods.
Cairo's gonna use cast heal with 2 actions, which allows me to do it at a distance, and I'm gonna heal Valerie, so it's gonna be 1d8 plus 8.
D10, right?
You're totally right. 1d10. So that is 16 points of healing, Valerie.
Yeah, I don't think this triggers his reaction.
So 16
because
health
it
to
specifically
you.
calls it
Or-
specifically calls out a move
No,
action.
actually, sorry, not to Valerie, to Ezrin. I'm healing Ezrin, so Ezrin can heal Valerie. Because if she does the same thing with hers, it'll be 1d8 plus 8 if it's at a distance, because it's the same spell.
Yeah. So normally with like opportunity attacks, if they use something with manipulate trait, you can interject, but like this dragon doesn't. It's only move action, so you're good.
Okay, good to know. So Ezrin gets 16 HP back, and then with my last action, I'm going to raise my shield.
Okay. How?
I would like to move over and shoot the dragon.
Are you trying to sneak as you do so?
I am.
Okay, so roll that stealth. You're trying to hide from it. You're not going to catch it flat-footed, but go ahead and make the attack.
My goodness.
A natural 1 is going to miss.
Oh, rough.
My rolls
Oh.
aren't too good today. I will get out of the way.
All right, Valerie.
All right, I will hit it again.
It's still flanking, so you still have
Mhm.
still flat-footed. 21 hits because it's flat-footed.
Hell yeah.
12 damage.
So 12 damage.
Yes, sir.
It's looking roughed up, but it's
All
still
right.
standing.
Okay. I will hit it again.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh,
17
oof.
misses.
All right, and then same thing. I will raise my shield.
Okay. Ezrin.
Rolling to heal Valerie. It's just with 2 actions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if
so
you're
it'd be
doing it
one.
right.
It'd be one action to like actually pull the wand out, right?
I had the wand in my hand.
Okay. So then how would you cast magic missile if you got a wand in one hand and a torch in the other?
Then I guess I use one.
I don't know. Actually, check magic missile. Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, does it have somatic?
Yeah. Whatever it's what does it say? Material, somatic.
Somatic and verbal.
So you would need to have a free hand to do it,
All
or
right,
you just
then.
aren't carrying the torch.
Yeah, but you could pull the I mean
can
if we
still-
were
You could pull the wand out and then use 2 actions to heal. That's fine, but you're still gonna be stuck where you are, right?
I don't care.
Okay.
And then that's all 3 of my turn or my actions.
So you rolled. It's 15 healing
15.
to Valerie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
damn, that's real good.
Oh, nice.
And then is that all 3 of my actions?
I think so. Because it was one. So you had like if we say you had like you had a free hand, right, and the torch, and you were casting spells, and then you drew on, cast it. You still have the wand in your hand, then, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Then that's all 3 of your actions.
All right.
All right. On the green dragon's turn, he looks around like angry at like the ness of this. I think again spins around, and so like I rolled a 1 on his breath recharge, so his breath is back. So he breathes in deep, and again does the same thing as last turn. Valerie, what did I say they were? Reflex saving throws.
Yes.
Hold on. I thought it was a 1d4 plus 1 to
Just
get
1d4.
and you rolled a 1.
Mhm.
So you get it back next round, or
You can't use the
this round?
okay, good question. The dragon can't use the breath weapon again for 1 round.
Yeah, so you don't get it back next round. I think
Mhm.
there's a next round you can't use it, and then you get it back. Otherwise, rolling a 1 would mean that you can use it every
turn,
single
right?
round. Yeah.
But who says
doesn't-
that that's not the way it's meant to work?
I don't know, Steve. I'll look it up.
That's an interesting question because it says the dragon can't use weapon again for 1 round. It's been 1 round.
I'm looking it up.
That's a good question. I read it intended like it could use it the next round. Either way,
Mark posted in Discord on the Pathfinder with the intent that these abilities can't be used back to back.
interesting.
That means rolling a 1 means no single round after you roll the 1 means you can't use it again.
Okay,
And
so it'll be
then-
one round of
Yeah.
downtime.
So if you roll a 4, it actually means 5 rounds. The next one, and then 4 rounds after that.
Right. Okay. So that means this turn it doesn't have it back. So it is going around Draconic Frenzy on Cairo.
Yep. Go crazy.
So Tail Strike to start.
Yep.
It's a 23.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. 6 bludgeoning damage.
I'll take it.
2 claws, 1 with a -2 penalty. The claws an 11. And
Miss.
then I think it's a natural 1 actually. And then the third one is
A 14.
yeah.
Miss.
So miss. So 1 hit, 2 miss.
Ouch.
It's 2 actions. And then it uses its movement and it's going to it's not like a step or anything. It just strides away by flying. So I believe that would trigger an opportunity attack
Yes.
from Valerie, who
Nice.
has one.
Get him.
Where are you going? 30.
Ooh, a 30. Not a crit, but it is a hit.
Even with would she get the flanking?
Ooh.
Maybe not.
I think you wouldn't get the flank. Oh no, because you the move you take it right where they start. It's not like 5e where you take it
Mhm.
as they leave your range. So I think you would have the flanking on this.
Yes. Is it critical?
With flanking, it is a critical.
Oh my god.
Nice. Oh my god. Yes.
So 24 plus
Ha-
1, 25.
Valerie, how would you like to do
Oh,
this?
shit.
What? All right. I was actually getting scared there for a little bit for Cairo.
Yeah.
All right.
That
So
hurt.
yeah, as it leaves, I'm gonna grab it by its does it have wings? It does.
It does, yeah.
Oh no, I'll grab it by its foot and then like I'll just point my smoking sword up and then I'll try with all my strength to like as I push my sword up, I'm pulling it down as well.
And you manage to stop it from fleeing from you, and you just end this green dragon wormling existence.
Oh my goodness, I was getting so scared for Cairo.
Yeah, that was wild.
Okay, so that is the end of this dragon.
Woo!
Yeah, you guys successfully defeated a level 4 creature.
Yes.
Pretty strong. That means you guys each get 120 experience.
Oh, shoot.
Not quite enough to level up.
Ooh, almost. You said
And
120?
120, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was looking at your guys' experience before we went into this fight. You guys were really... Had we had time to fight that owlbear? But as you're kind of like poking...
Flat-footed.
What's that?
Good call on the flat-footed for the attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it doesn't have any sort of thing that negates the flat-footedness or flying. It doesn't do that as far as I can tell. So it was the difference between a crit and a non-crit.
Mhm.
So
Huge.
from the previous room, you guys had looked through the treasure chest, and there was no coinage or anything like that. But it becomes apparent why that is, because there is a ledge here in this mushroom grotto, high up in the back corner, full of the dragon's hoard that the kobolds had given it.
Hell yeah.
So if if you move your tokens up in the northeast, you'll see it. But like, there's a bunch of coinage up here for you guys to pilfer. In total, there's 420. It's not as much as it looks on the map. 429 copper, 63 silver, 18 gold, and a single giant emerald atop the pile that looks vaguely like the dragon's eye.
What?
How much gold again? Sorry.
18.
18.
That was incredible.
And the other thing you notice is at the back of this cave, there seems to be a tunnel that heads up instead of down for once. And
Ooh.
as you guys gather up all the treasure and stuff that you guys have gathered or found here in the under Otari, with a little bit of luck, you guys have managed to successfully defeat the Menace under Otari. And looking at the shattered barrels and the size of this creature, it's very obvious the kobolds were looking for ways to feed this pet before it started eating them, because they were very subservient to this dragon. But since you guys have managed to take it out before it had a chance to grow, you guys have successfully staved off any future threats from this green dragon growing beneath the city.
Holy crap.
As well, the tunnel to the surface, like this tunnel like winds up, and it slopes upward, and for like an hour you travel up before you emerge from a small cave in a ravine just outside the town of Otari.
Oh,
Remnants of a camp around the cave's entrance clearly shows that the kobolds had stayed here for some time before heading down underneath the town to work their mischief. And as you return to town triumphantly, you guys, are paid your reward from Tammy. Is it Tammy? I think. And have successfully defeated the Menace under Otari. Congratulations, you guys, on defeating a young or a green dragon wormling at level 2. We did it.
Whoa, that was
Yay.
intense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that dragon
Yeah.
fight because it could do a lot of damage, especially if Esvin had critically failed that save. That would have been so much damage. It might have been a one-shot.
Oof.
Because how much health do you have? 32? Maybe not quite that much. Because it did 14 damage on the breath, so it would have been 28 with it. I actually rolled pretty bad on the damage for that breath weapon. Well, guys, we did it. We've managed to successfully end the Adventures box. Gives like more monster stats and stuff like that for you as a group to go on and make your own adventures. But in terms of like what's presented for new players, we've done it. We've completed the beginner's box.
Hell yeah.
I like how you guys are arguing over, like, not arguing, but you're listening at all the divvying it up, and it's like
It's habit.
it's the end of the characters. Like, you probably never play these characters again, right?
It's habit. Well, no, actually, my character is related to Cairo, and Cairo decided that he doesn't want to adventure anymore, so he's giving him 4, 2 short swords, 2 crossbows, 3. I mean, it's just he's bequeathing all of
crazy.
this stuff to him. I know it's really good to have a wealthy relative.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
And Ezrin, you almost finished the game with all your spell slots. Congratulations. So, yeah,
What's
we did it.
the reward?
So, the reward, I think it was like 50 gold, 10 gold each.
Ooh.
Damn.
I think, let me just go back and double check. Not that it really matters, right? But let's see. She agrees to pay you all. Where is it?
I just
Yeah,
wanted
I think
to
it was
see
10
how
gold.
rich we were at the end of it.
10
all.
gold each.
Yeah, I think that's what we said. Like, oh wait, yeah, she's offering you 10 gold pieces each. So that's 10 more gold each for you guys to put into your
Nice.
character. So since we finally finished the first published module from beginning to end, how did you guys feel this stacks up compared to like low level D&D? More to do, less to do, too much to do?
It
It's-
was equally threatening to like low level HP.
Mhm.
It's like you can kill them easily, but they also like hurt a lot.
I think monsters hurt here way more than D&D
Yeah.
for sure,
Oh yeah.
which is pretty interesting. But that's also why they expect you to have like full health coming into each fight. Any other thoughts you guys have for like as a player looking at this, anything overtly like negative about it or overtly positive about it that excites you?
I like the fact that it is like if you want to do something, it's going to cost you an action. That's
Mhm.
just the way it is. It's very linear or very cut and dry versus,
It's true.
I'll drop my weapon and draw something else. And, it's just like, doesn't seem like that was the intention. From a 5e standpoint, here it's like, you want to do something, cost you an action. It's easy.
Yeah. I mean, I do like how the rules are very clear cut about what they do and what they don't do. And, if you're using a rope to climb a ledge, how that works, and the ropes,
You're still breaking up a little bit. We got to get that figured out before next stream.
That's weird. I even turned off, like, for Discord, I don't have voice mod going.
Yeah.
Sounds like latency, but
Let's see.
You
I'll
could
just
be
turn down my
clipping or
sensitivity.
something, or maybe your gain is too low.
Possibly. I turned down the
Noise gate.
I turned it off of like auto sensitivity on Discord.
I'm surprised by the modifiers for Pathfinder. They start off pretty high already.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really an interesting point too, is like in 5e, there's that idea of like bounded accuracy, which means like you not like things that like level 1 don't have drastically different AC from things at level 20, like a little bit, but not a lot. But in Pathfinder, I'm pretty sure when you're like high level, the enemies are going to be rocking like 35 AC.
Right. And I think like the modifiers are like this because the critical hits for Pathfinder is what, like a +10 instead of, like a natural 20.
Right. And I think this game revolves a lot around those critical hits being the main source of damage because, at the higher levels, you start getting like extra dice and doubling extra dice and having weapons that deal extra damage on crits. So I think like crits are really a more common thing here than they are in 5e.
Yeah, and I was listening to this video, and there are a lot of feats that tie into, like let's say someone critically fails or critically succeeds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there. Like I saw some stuff where like if an attacker critically fails against you, then you get like a counterattack or something.
Yeah.
So
I saw that feat as well for fighters.
okay, I think it's definitely like a fighting thing. I also like how like fighters are like they actually have stuff to do versus like 5e where it's just like attack. You have a lot of attacks, but it's just attacks. And here, you're doing sudden charge. You can trip things. You can do all these cool maneuvers. And I
Yeah,
feel
sudden
like
charge is OP.
it was the opposite. Like in 5e, it's the casters that have the more interesting stuff to do. And I feel like in this game, Ezrin was just a daze frostbolt like turret the whole time.
They're pretty damn consistent, though. Who's doing the job?
Consistent, but like still sort of
I think it's because we're level 2.
samey. Yeah, that's true.
We
In
need to
5e, you'd
see
have
what,
like 5, 6. You'd have like what 3 or 4 spell slots at level 2, and also you'd have like 5 or 6 spells prepared. Maybe that's why. But all that being said, I feel like as a group, we've collectively enjoyed our time with this. So much, though, that we are talking about. We've been talking, and we are ready to make like an announcement here for our viewers and for anyone else that's interested. We are going to commit to actually playing through an adventure path that's coming up soon, right, guys?
Yes.
Which includes making
Yes.
characters from scratch, not using beginner box characters, and going in kind of blind to what like an adventure path entails, and just pursuing Pathfinder 2E and seeing what more it has to offer. So
Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna be
really excited
exciting.
for that. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. So the adventure we're going to be running, it comes out in 2 weeks from today. So on the 27th is when it's scheduled to come out, and that is called it's the Abomination Vault adventure path. So it's a three. So the adventure path is 3 book or 3. I guess they call them 3 adventure paths, adventures. I don't know, but like they come
AP
out like
books.
AP books. Normally the adventure paths are 6 books. This is the first one. It's a 3, so it's going to take the characters from level 1 to like 10. We're definitely committing to running the first book, which is the Ruins of Gauntlet, which also takes place within this town of Otari, which will be really cool. So we're kind of using Otari as Otari and see it fleshed out. We're definitely committing to running that first book, and assuming we're having fun through the end of it, we're going to keep going through the whole adventure path.
Hell yeah. Hideous monsters, deadly traps, and mysterious ghosts.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So the tagline for this adventure says, "Enter the mega dungeon. When the mysterious gauntlet, an eerie landlocked lighthouse, glows with a baleful light, the people of Otari know something terrible is beginning. The town's newest heroes must venture into the ruins around the lighthouse and delve the dungeon levels far beneath it to discover the evil the gauntlet heralds." And all kinds of goodies that will be down there. So it is kind of cool or weird that it's like a mega dungeon. So we're going to be going down deep and seeing all kinds of hidden secrets buried. More than just green dragon wormlings. I'm sure there's some juicier stuff in there.
Yeah, for those olds among us, that's just like Diablo 1.
It does. It'll be like Diablo 1. I wonder if there's like waypoints to come back up.
Hopefully.
And I wonder if like somebody can like say like, "Oh, can you help me get my body back?" And then they TP you down to like the 8th level, and then you die and lose all your stuff.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be just like Diablo.
That's Diablo for you. So our first session playing in this adventure path will be 2 weeks from today on January 27th, the same day it's supposed to come out. So fingers crossed. If it's not out that day for some reason, we'll just play with level 1 characters, and I'll make something up for us to play. Secondly, next week on the 20th at this time slot, instead of playing, we're going to be doing a character creation and walking through making our first Pathfinder characters from scratch. So make sure to tune in for that. We're going to be making characters, picking character art, picking names, personalities, etc. And it'll be the first time for all of us, I think, making a character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. So thank you, Pathfinder, for giving us some freshness in our RPG games. And yeah, I guess that's all. That was the announcement. That's all I'm excited to say. So anything you guys want to add on to that?
Oh, no, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good time.
Yeah, sorry, it's late. I'm tired, but
It is late.
I'm excited. Next week, it's gonna be fun making characters because we've got tons of material to look through and tons of choices to make. But it should be fun to make something unique.
I'm still undecided on my class, but
Mhm.
I really like the fighter.
You were really excited about playing this buff Valerie type fighter. So
Yeah.
you just come in with Valerie at level
Mhm.
2, and everyone else would start at level 1.
Yeah, we'll just be your Padawans.
I mean, you could technically remake Valerie, but the thing is, like, these characters are made with like the beginner's box rules. If you make it with like a level 1 character from scratch, you're going to get even more abilities, right? You get to pick like
Yeah.
ancestry stuff and a lot of cool things like that. So
Ooh.
think about it. You still got a week before we're committing. I guess we're not even committing, but you have a week before we're sitting down for character creation. So
All right. I'm excited.
yeah, no pressure. So I think that's going to do it for tonight. We are definitely like 30 minutes past time, but we actually did all 4 fights tonight and got to talk about things afterwards. So good job. I mean, without stopping to do the whole like, let's explain the rules for every combat. We went through it pretty fast. I think it flows decently. Turns rolling, you got 3 actions, so you're not like thinking about it too much. You can do what you can do, and then that's it. So I liked it. So all right.
Hell yeah.
Signing off. I am DM Steve. Follow me at Steve the DM on Twitter. We stream Pathfinder going forward still Wednesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific here on twitch.com/DMSteve or on YouTube at DM Steve. So if you're watching this, follow us, help support us, and come back for more of our content in the future. How about let's go the same order we signed on. We'll sign off. So Jordan, do you want to sign off?
I'm Jordan. I will not be Cairo anymore. I will be something pretty different, and it's going to be fun. Thanks for coming. I'll see you all next week. Good night.
Brianna?
Night, everyone. I'm Brianna. I don't have much to say besides please stay safe and be nice to each other.
Rick?
My name's Rick. I want to say thanks to Steve for inviting me and having a good time with this group. When we come back next week, I'll be making Halharmony, the human bard. Should be a good time. Thanks again.
Nice.
Oh, you're giving spoilers. Very cool. All right. Nina?
Hello, my name is Nina. Thanks again, Steve, for inviting me. This was such a pleasant surprise. Hopefully, I get to decide what class I want to play next week. But yes, like Brianna said, please keep safe, wear a mask. It's really bad out there.
Also, next Wednesday, when we're making characters, we would theoretically have a peaceful transition of power to a new presidency and not civil war going on.
Oh
So
boy,
We're going to find out.
let's see.
let's keep our fingers crossed.
I know I'll be working that day.
Oh man, yeah, me too. But I'll
Please
definitely
no
be.
rallies. I'll be
I'll-
driving around the whole day.
I'm fine. Like with protests, I just hope there's not like a civil war. I saw like photos. There's like thousands of National Guards in the Capitol, so I can't imagine it's gonna get out of hand like last time. But you never know.
Yep.
Assuming the country's not burning down, we'll be here next week making characters, right?
Even if it is.
I
And
mean, you
even-
could still be making characters while it's burning down.
Yeah,
Yay.
this is fine.
Like that meme
Everything's
with
fine,
a
it's
dog. Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, this is fine,
Yeah.
right? Making character instead of drinking coffee, it'll have like a character sheet.
Yeah,
This is
we'll
fine.
survive, guys. We'll be okay.
Okay, we're signing off. Take care. We will see you guys. No, oh my god, I was ready to sign off. Like, see you next time on Menace under Otari. No, we'll see you next time on our new adventure path, which is again, I blanked on the name, but the ruins of God, the Abomination Vaults. Sorry, that's the name of the adventure path. We'll see you next time on the Abomination Vaults, but I think we'll still be the Otari 2600s because we're still in Otari.
We'll see.
We'll see. You guys, if you guys want to come, that'll be part of your homework for next week is come up with a cool group name. So we are out. So take care. We'll see you next week.